You are looking live at the Frontstretch watch party for the second playoff race in the round of 8 for the 2025 NASCAR season. For those of you that were excited about seeing Frederick on the broadcast today, I hate to break the news to you. He is not going to be joining us. He had a commitment pop up. And so he is off gallivanting around the countryside of Virginia somewhere. But we have been graced with our pal Bryan Nolen back after getting to spend a weekend in Las Vegas. How was the transition from racetrack to airport at the end of the day? Because I know there was some consternation about whether you were going to be able to make that to the airport in time to catch your flight.
I made it with about 10 minutes to spare before they started boarding. So
well, then that's nothing, dude.
Oh, I know. It was
I've made it when they actually had started to roll the ramp away and they put it back to the plane just for me to get on.
Yeah, it was a lot less stressful than I anticipated, to be quite honest. So Vegas was fun. Glad I don't live there. But it's always fun to visit for a weekend. What an incredible last 30 laps.
Why are you glad you don't live there?
I would lose a lot of money.
Okay.
So much money.
I just didn't know if it was a weather, if it was too many tourists.
Nah. The weather is okay. Paul, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, buddy. It was for like the first 3/4 of the race, it felt like it was just a standard Las Vegas race, and then Ty Dillon decided to be a moron, and all hell broke loose. And
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm excited because our man Brock Hay has graced this today. We missed you last weekend, buddy. Were you okay? We were worried about you. And I gotta put this up real quick. Where am I at? It's right up here somewhere. This is where it is. Luop was asking about this a little bit ago. Great to see you today, Paul, by the way. And hello, Superfan Molly Castellino. The policy of Talladega Superspeedway is they do not have singers for the national anthem. They always do just bands because Russell Branham used to run a track. Now it's somebody else, but their policy is that they don't, when you have individuals, people sometimes tend to interject personality into the song, and their firm belief is that the national anthem was written a certain way. It should always be played that way, and that's why they do not have individuals sing the national anthem. So I know I kind of enjoy when they have members of the military actually sing the anthem. I'm always a fan of that. But at Talladega, it is always musical. They do not do a singer.
We are going to be joined by the presence of our boss, Mr. Thomas Bowles.
The peerless leader is supposed to be joining us very shortly. I don't know if any of our other friends are on. I was going to hope to get to see and I always get these two crossed up. Is Caleb the Kentucky fan?
Caleb is a Kentucky fan.
Okay, I had to wish him condolences after yesterday.
And
you can feel free to wish me condolences because we got bitch slapped by the freaking Northwestern Wildcats, for God's sakes.
Hey, I will say Boise State was in a battle with UNLV, but we came out in the second half and scored 56 on them. So.
Yes, you did. You played the smackdown in the second half.
I know. I was very, very pleased. Was not happy in the first half, but our running back went for 200 yards, and we exited Albertson Stadium with a win. So we go ahead to 6-2. So fun stuff. Happy, and moving on to next week. But one guy that is also moving on, that would be Dennis James Hamlin, because I thought last week.
Yes, sir.
I thought last week it was going to be Byron or Larson. I thought they had the two best cars, and all hell broke loose with like 30 laps to go. So
I mean, to be fair, Denny took it.
Mm-hmm. He is. I'm telling you, man, he's a man on a mission.
He outdrove Larson to win that race. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He put it high, wide, and handsome against the boards. went around him and got the win. And it ain't nothing you can take away from him. And I truly loved the emotion afterwards. I thought that was something. I knew his dad wasn't doing well, but I'm assuming it's not
good.
Really bad. And
yeah,
that's where
it's not good.
Honestly, I think it'd be amazing to see him win the next 3 races. Just go through and actually butt whoop him to the championship.
And you know, I was watching. I was looking at some Twitter comments, Neff, and they're like, "I'm not a Denny fan, but it would be really cool if he won because of his dad." I'm not a Denny fan, but that was really cool. He showed that emotion. Like I feel like he's slowly starting to turn the corner.
Well, and I also love that he put out, because he put a post out of the top 10 people and most popular driver, and Denny's in it, which that was shocking in and of itself. But then he's like, let's do this. Let's have me vote as most popular driver just for the fun of it. And I agree. I think that would be phenomenal to have him win most popular driver.
Well, on the screen, it says Denny Hamlin has 17 Talladega top 10 finishes, leads active drivers.
Denny is a great super speedway driver.
Where do you think, or what do you think he would do? Because I wasn't watching the truck race on Friday, but I was listening to it. And Corey Haim's teammate won. If Corey Haim was not locked into the championship 4, do you think he would have done something differently?
I don't think so. I honestly think he was doing everything he could.
Okay.
And it just didn't play out.
I do have some breaking news on the college football world. The Florida Gators are going to be needing a head coach. They have just fired their head coach. So our own Dalton Hopkins is very, very
Dalton
happy.
Hopkins will be thrilled about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For those that don't have the TV on, they are coming down. Speaking of which, we got to make sure our synchronization is good. They're coming down pit lane at the moment to check their pit lane speed on my broadcast. What do you got, my friend?
They have Kyle Larson's car on the TV, and he is going through pit road right now. So
he has finished second at Talladega in April.
Correct, Amundo. So I'm pretty sure we're on the same page.
We are synced up.
I absolutely love that. That makes me really happy, Neff.
Me too. Now, if we just keep Wyatt out of here, we'll be all set.
1,000%. I love that. But
also, apparently, there was a movement involved that changed the name for the Cleveland professional football team to the Cleveland Blacks after looking at their butt-ugly uniforms they got on today.
Well, did you see what kind of weather they had there? It's like 40 miles an hour rain, 40 mile an hour winds, and then pouring rain. We're talking
like gusts of 60. So they're like not going to be any long field goals winning that game today.
Mm-hmm, exactly. But
I'm with you too, Paul. I'm curious. I know Kyle's trying to send a message that everything was Randy Burnett's fault and none of it should be blamed on him. So I'm wondering if they trimmed that car out for speed, and once this race starts, he's going to have his hands full and not be able to race. But we will find out once the green flag flies here in just over a lap and a half.
Yeah, but back to the Corey Haim, Denny Hamlin thing. It's going to be interesting, Neff, because let's say you got Chase Briscoe, you got Christopher Bell side by side. Denny Hamlin's behind them. Where does he go? You know, on the final lap. So I'm intrigued to see what happens.
There's 2 takes on that. I mean, my personal take is I would go with Briscoe because I think Bell is a bigger threat.
I'm with you. 1,000%
for the championship, but at the same time, Chase Briscoe has the best average finish across the playoff races this year.
However, this would be his first championship 6 appearance, so you know.
Molly, you're not missing anything. It is a complete ass whooping. They were up 14-0 and scored again with 10 seconds to go in the first half to make it 21-0. Raiders can't get out of their own way. And that's our NFL coverage in honor of Frederick, who can't be here. By the way, who's your pick for the victory today, Mr. Nolen?
I'm going to go Austin Cindric. I think he won in April here, and I feel like he's going to surprise everybody. I think he's going to get the job done.
Oh, hey, I thought we had a lap to go, but they are coming to the line. Of course, they just dove off into the pits, so it's another freaking mile and a quarter before they get to the start-finish line, because as they will remind you 800 times during the broadcast, the start-finish line is at the entrance of turn 1.
Oh yeah. Here we go. We are
They always
lean.
have to tell you that.
We are not lean, but we are mean and green from
We are
Talladega.
green, 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 green. Green flag is in the air. By the way, I just did put a banner across the bottom there for you. For those of you that were curious about playoff positions, rolling this, Larson is in second, Bell is in third, Briscoe is the fourth. At this point in time, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano separated by 1 point back there in the battle for, I guess that would be sixth spot. So we'll see what happens. But right now, we are side by side. Did you watch the Xfinity race yesterday?
I was actually at the Boise State game, so I did not, but I followed along on the
checking out the blue turf yesterday.
I know.
How far is that from your house?
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, it is right in the heart of downtown Boise. So,
really, that's cool.
Oh,
I like when they have universities like that.
It is like 30 seconds away from campus. Like it is literally on campus. So that's the best. But no, I followed along. Once again, Death Taxes and Austin Hill winning on a super speedway. So, but really happy that William Sawalich is out of the hospital. Saw that he was in the hospital. So really glad that he is all good there. But that's what Talladega
he got beat up a little bit, but it sounds like it wasn't bad. They're not messing around. We are 3 wide all the way back to the field right now.
I know.
Josh Berry has grabbed the top spot for right now.
It is
in a blue and black paint scheme. That's going to be tough to remember today.
Neff, it is like every racetrack is different, but seeing the cars be 4 wide coming off of 4, crossing the start-finish line, crossing right past pit road at Talladega last year is one of the coolest things I will ever see. Like they are 4 by 4. Now, obviously, they're 3 by 3 here, but still, I know everybody's like, "Oh, fuel saving sucks." But I mean, it is awesome to see it. Just the picture of it right now, because I mean, they're 3 by 3, 12, 13 rows back,
as far back as they can go.
Yeah,
I mean, you literally are back there, and there's one car like. That was, well, actually, I think he sucked his way up there now. He was back a good bit, but it looks like he caught himself up. It was interesting in the Xfinity race yesterday when they were talking to Austin Hill after the race that basically said he was trying to save fuel and slowed the pace down, and nobody tried to pass it.
Interesting. Shout out to my boy John. John says, did we really miss the start of the race due to a commercial? No,
sir. I don't know where you're watching it at, but it was on our screen.
Yeah, I saw it. It was totally fine there. So I'm not sure. Maybe you have a different, maybe your local TV had a personal. He may actually he may be in, I wonder if he's like in the Florida range and they just did breaking news coverage or something. Because of Florida. I don't know.
But yeah, John, we actually, this is not ESPN. We got to see the start of the race. We don't miss green flags on the NBC broadcast.
Oh, are we going 4 wide?
Yeah, we're trying to.
Absolutely. I think we're trying to go 5 wide.
I think you're right there, too. That is 5 wide, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
Holy Meshuggah.
Oh, why, Neff? We're on lap 5.
Like I said,
lap 5.
You've got dudes that need to get to the front because they're back in points. And people are getting after it. By the way, shout out to the dude that drives the big silver tractor trailer with the American flag. That's my favorite part of any Talladega race. And got to see him again this morning because you see that all these other tracks have pickup trucks and other junk out there dragging a flag around before the anthem, which is nice, but you just cannot touch the tractor, which I'm curious about because I read an article like a year ago that guy wasn't going to do that anymore. And I don't know if somebody else in his family has taken it over or if he changed his mind. But yeah, that's been a staple for a long time. Right now, what are we?
We are 6.
I'm going to have to turn this off to the multi-view because the print is just too small on my 35-inch diagonal TV for my old eyes to be able to see that scoring timeline. Which is also an excuse to stop watching the Raiders get the crap beat out of them. We are on the sixth lap. Daryl is in the lead. KFB is in second. Briscoe and Priest swapping third and fourth. McDowell is fifth with Bell in sixth. They just flip-flopped again. Barry is seventh. Keswalski, who is a sneaky pick for this race, in eighth. Bowman and Logano battling it out for ninth and 10th. But that is going to change about every second and a half when you've got them running 3 and 4 wide in a pack all the way around the track.
Sure did.
And just for fun, 28 places back is within 1 second of the lead. So you've got 28 cars within 1 second of the lead.
Crazy.
Talladega.
Yep, you're not wrong.
It is what it is. Now, the thing that I love Talladega, it's an amazing experience. I hate being a photographer there.
Oh, I bet.
Because you're shooting it as they come through the corner on the bank or whatever. And if you screw up and miss the shot on your last frame, you got to sit there for 45 seconds with nothing going on, thinking about how you screwed it up before they finally get back around and you can start shooting again. It is one of the most frustrating things that you have to deal with. Paul, to give you a heads up, I am an Oakland Raiders fan, and they are playing Kansas City, so I had that in multi-view.
Lap 8.
Billy Sellers, how we doing, buddy boy?
Hey, Billy.
Great to see you, my friend.
I'm good, bud.
Don't look now. Don't look now, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, violating the dress code, our illustrious leader does not have a front stretch hat on as he joins the broadcast.
First of all, there's only 3 people in this chat this week. Hello, guys. No, and Nolan also doesn't have a front stretch hat on.
Nolan has a minor excuse, although I blame him for it. Apparently, he left his hat within reach of his French Bulldogs, which decided to customize it by removing the bill and the snap in the back of it. So, like a wussy, he went ahead and threw it away. I told him he should have gone ahead and worn it because he would look like any other short order cook in the United States that wears one of those hats while they're in the kitchen.
Well, so you're telling me he's going to cost me even more money because I'm going to have to go buy another hat because his dog ate it? Is that what you're telling me?
1,000%.
I am absolutely telling you that. And I think we actually have to come up with some that are branded specifically for the Front Stretch Watch Party so that we have our own unique brand.
I like it.
On the show.
Yeah, maybe next year. Maybe with the sponsor next year, we'll be able to do it.
I keep trying, man. I keep trying every day, talking to people about getting them on for this thing. I'm sad. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off the coup that I've been trying to pull off. I've been bugging Brendan Queen to get him to come on as a guest watcher with us for the any of these last handful of races. But he's racing every weekend. He's at Martinsville and he's at Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to find out if he's going to be home. I'm hoping he'll be home after the Martinsville Xfinity race so that maybe next weekend we can get him on. I keep bugging him, but he's not committed to anything for me yet.
All right. Well, we should turn our attention toward the race because I think that's why people are here.
We're going back to 4-1.
So one of the things that I find so interesting about
before you find anything interesting, you have to give us your pick. Pick has to come before we do anything. I'm on
I thought you saw that in the chat. Yes. Well, you're right. They don't know that. So I think that this is going to be a 4-day, which so far it's Ford out front. And I think that, somebody from Penske is going to win. It's either Logano or Blaney. I think you could flip a coin, but I think it's going to be the 12. Blaney has been the strongest person, I think, in super speedway racing in the last 5 years, in my opinion. I think it's going to be the 12. But we'll see.
And who did you pick again, Nolan? You picked Cindric?
I picked his teammate, Austin Cindric.
Gotcha. Cool. I am on Dennis. I think Dennis is going to, like I said, I think Dennis is going to sweep the last 4 races of the playoffs to put an emphatic note on this championship.
Neff, I said it on Happy Hour. If Denny Hamlin does not win the championship this year, he will never, ever win a championship. This is his best and final opportunity to win a championship.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Neff? Because Nolan and I talked about that offline this week as well. I think most people agree now. It just feels like the stars have lined up where if it's not now, they're going to change the system next year. He's only got 2 years left. it does really much. It feels like a now or never moment. I don't think you're going to be able to keep Kyle Larson down like this. He's had kind of a weird roller coaster year.
Yeah, guys
coming up.
I feel like he's in the best position since that year he lost at Homestead where he wrecked on like lap 3 or whatever it was, because I really thought that was going to be his year. But yes, I feel like they have been the strongest they've been. They've cleaned up their act on pit road quite a bit. But at the same time, I think he is letting you all know that he's still got it and he's not losing it at his advanced age. But yes, I agree that where they're at right now between Toyota and JGR, I think this is by far the best shot he's had in a long time. And if he doesn't, I mean, I feel like he's out of his head from where he used to be, but that could throw him back into his head if he fails this year.
Yeah. And I'm interested to see how he'll run today because I think he's just got a monkey off his back. I mean, I know he hasn't been out front yet, but I feel like he'll be more aggressive. In some of these drafting style races, I think he really does try and hang back and wait, but he doesn't need to this time. It doesn't really matter. It only helps.
Right. It doesn't matter. Exactly. I'm completely with you on that. It doesn't matter if he charges or not, because if he gets caught up in something, it's no big deal. He's already locked in.
Yeah.
It's looking like Byron and Blaney are both deciding to do the ride near the back thing, which when it's this big of a wad, I don't know that that's necessarily a choice to make, because if something happens, it's going to be all over the track.
Neff, Denny Hamlin's currently in 39th, so I honestly just think he is riding around right now.
Looks like he's doing it too then.
But how about who's in third place right now, guys? Justin Haley. It's been an absolutely abysmal year, and it was announced that he will not be returning to Spire. And he's wanting to show potential suitors that he can still drive a race car and potentially win races.
And he's another one of those guys that is a quality super speedway driver. I mean, I believe that's his only victory, even though it was rain shortened.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like his third start. He wasn't even full-time Cup yet in Spire, and it's too bad because they mortgaged so much on that. Bringing Rodney Childers in, I think we don't talk about that enough because of Kyle Busch and some other things that have gone on this year. But that's a real disappointment. I mean, they stood up a year ago and said this is going to be our future. This is home. We're bringing him home, and it took less than a year, and they're kicking him out. So
less than a year, one quarter of the year. It was crazy how quick that fell apart. But I think there was just a huge difference of opinion on how to build a winning race team, and Childress has been around it long enough that he doesn't really have to yield to their opinion, and they weren't willing to try to embrace Rodney's way. So that's the way that played out.
Yeah.
Austin Hill in the top 10, because I don't know if you watched yesterday, Austin Hill knows how to super speedway race. He now has 10 Xfinity race wins at Talladega. 2 more than Ironhead, 2 more than Tony Stewart, 3 more than Junebug.
Damn.
So something new that I'm trying, just in case there's a red flag, since we're talking about it.
Are you going to play your piano for us today? That you have
I'm not going to play the piano.
Damn it.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous of my piano in the background. You only wish that you could have your piano in the background.
Yes and no. I am much happier for my 48-inch Muskie that I have on the wall versus your piano. So
Fair.
For the viewers at home, we're now up to the 4th time where I've had to tell Neff this is not a real background. This is not really my living room.
I am intimately aware. I'm actually in virtual training at work the last 2.5 weeks now. And this week, 5 different people in my training chose the exact same background. So we all looked like we were in the same place. The weird thing was one person, it was picking up a person that was sitting behind him. So they had this person in a picture, the rest of us didn't. So we were accusing them of having a ghost in their office.
That's fantastic.
Look now, the Giz is in 3rd.
Look who's leading though.
Right. I think SVG is putting himself in position to next year have a monster year. Because really, he was so bad on ovals. We talked about this last week, that if there wasn't a playoff, even with all the wins he has, even with 5 wins, he wouldn't even be in the top 20 in points.
Yeah,
he makes me think we need a new point system, But the way he's performed the last month, and he knows he has nothing to lose. It's all house money. He made the playoffs. He had a fantastic year, one of the better years in rookie history. Maybe not the best, but one of the best. And now it's just gravy. Anything he does.
Kyle freaking Busch.
What did you guys think of he's done all this stuff off the track this year. They had his wife was at the big IVF thing with Trump this week. Do you think that he's focused right now, or do you think that he's just
I was mentioning it to Bryan before you got on. He's 1,000% focused right now to make sure everybody knows that what they were doing was not his fault, that he could blame it all on Randy. I promise you, 100%.
Oh, you think?
Oh, I guarantee it. Did you see his quote this week talking about they needed somebody that had leadership, and that's what they've been lacking?
Damn.
Totally threw Randy under the bus.
Yeah. Well, at some point, and we saw this with Jimmy Johnson at the end of his career, at some point you've got to start pointing the finger at the driver, right? And he just hasn't been the same since the next gen.
He hasn't been the same since the beginning of
RCR
year before last, when he had they won 3 races in his first 15 at RCR, and has been nothing since then.
Won Fontana, he won Gateway, and then won Dega.
Yeah,
he just, and to be fair, it's not. It's the equipment, stupid. I mean, their cars have not been competitive. It hasn't been here for Austin Dillon either, outside of Richmond. I don't know what they figured out at Richmond for Austin Dillon, but outside of that, he had a few runs early this year where he was in top 5 and contending, but even, the last 2 to 2.5 months, he's just been an absolute struggle. And I think it was that from what I've heard, and I fortunately have some knowledge of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, that he was just disengaged because of the team dynamics. And that's why I think he's really trying to prove it today. Forgot to put my phone on silent.
Oh, yeah.
This is why you're the old man in the chat.
I can't be disturbing the broadcast.
I'll interject while you're trying to figure out how to turn your phone on and off.
I got it on silent, chucklehead. I get it every day that I go to work.
Well, as the great connections that you have at RCR, you have more info on this than any of us. But really, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at him at the racetrack and see he's on another planet right now. And I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how a new leader is going to come in and fix that. I feel like he's one of those guys that when he's done, he's done. And I feel like he's waiting on the next opportunity beyond RCR, which is not going to happen until after 26. And I wonder if he's trying to angle for Dodge to pick him up in some way, shape, or form.
I was just going to say, I don't know if that's the case or not. With Haley having that seat open, I thought that Suarez would be the instant pickup. And when they haven't picked Suarez up yet, I legitimately think there are behind-the-scenes discussions going on about them buying out the last year and moving him over to Spire. Because he has a relationship there. They bought the truck team from Kyle. He's driven the truck for them. There's relationship there.
That is true. Good
and
point.
As you said, it can roll into the Dodge thing to where that could all kind of line up.
A couple of
wait. We got a comment that I agree with.
Oh.
Grumpy, explain that, please. What do you mean by team indifference or whatever?
He basically was in a situation where he felt like there was no leadership on the team, which he even mentioned that this week in conversations. And honestly, I think he's just like, if they're not going to try any better to help me win, I'm just going to come out here and turn laps and not try 100%, which is very unprofessional, but at the same time is understandable if you're legitimately in a mental space where you you think you don't have a chance to win?
One thing before we continue on with this topic. Yesterday during the Xfinity race, Eric Amarola got in a crash, got a bruised foot. William Sawalich got in a wreck and got sent to the hospital. Both were JGR drivers. According to our fantastic reporter, Dalton Hopkins, he just tweeted, NBC is reporting that Denny Hamlin is riding in the back because he does not want to risk an injury before Phoenix since he is already locked in. That's I haven't seen.
Wow, that's huge.
I have not heard that before. Is that smart? I've never heard something like that before, guys.
I understand the logic, but I don't think I like it. Because you should.
Yeah.
I've heard from 1,000 different race car drivers. If you're driving scared, you need to get out of the car. Yeah. And that is driving scared.
You're not wrong. Not a good thing. But I mean, you see two of the teammates in your developmental series suffer injuries the day before. It's just like, I don't know.
I feel like if you get to the front, you got a far less chance of getting in a wreck and therefore getting injured than riding at the back.
Yeah,
we've seen Kyle Busch get taken out of a championship, and we've seen Denny Hamlin get taken out of a championship running at the back of Talladega.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I was thinking about this yesterday with Sawalich. And maybe you guys can help me with this because trying to count the last 2 years, how many injuries we've seen off of these drafting style races and how many people have gone to the hospital for observation. It's not like we've seen serious injuries, but there have been a decent amount, right? Like Zilich. I think of Zilich. I think of Priest. I think of Sawalich.
Yeah, Priest got wrecked a couple.
How many more? There are at least 3.
And when I went to Talladega last year, Greg Van Alst broke his back, and Stuart Friesen was sent to the hospital, but he was released. So that's you add 2 more there.
I'm trying. I know there's been more.
Yeah, but we're at least at almost half a dozen.
The Stenhouse paint scheme. When I first saw that quick shot of it, I swore it said Noah Gragson on the side.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to say.
I'm like, what is that?
But yeah, I'm the more I articulate what Denny is doing, the more I get it, because we've seen like 6 or 7 drivers in the past 3 years get hurt. And with this being Denny's best chance at winning a championship, I do not blame him.
But I also look at it now that we have finally single filed out, just for the most part. I mean, you're going to have this little group here trying to make move at the bottom. But now that you're in that position, I feel like he'll feel better about trying to work his way forward.
Yeah.
By the way, how sad is everybody that Catherine Legg is done with her contract for the year?
I thought she was. Isn't she done Phoenix?
I thought they said that after her poor showing last week, she was done for the year.
I don't know.
I may have misread that.
It'll be interesting to see because she always gets a limited amount of funding every year, whether or not that funding is going to go back to IndyCar now, and whether she'll do a limited schedule with somebody or try and run the Indy 500. I think the Indy 500 is trying to pump up the number of entries next year, and they'd be happy to welcome her, compete for a spot within that 33 car field. Might be better use of her resources, honestly. And then maybe do a couple road courses with DJ's team.
What?
Cody Ware, top 5. Here we go again. Cody Ware on a speedway. Get ready for it.
So over on our grassroots side, Anthony Damcott and Chase Folsom they were talking with Rick Ware yesterday, and he was very tight-lipped about 2026. One of the things I think has been very underreported, Rick Ware doesn't have a charter anymore starting next year. Legacy has that charter.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know if they're going to just use Ware's operation for now for that 3rd charter, or whether they're going to take it on themselves and add a driver. I think it's potentially where Corey Heim could go. I think there's going to be an internal fight for Corey Heim, depending on what happens with 2311 and the trial and all of that. But this could be one of Cody Ware's last Cup races. Yeah. Legitimately one of his last Cup races.
And I talked to him after his wreck in Las Vegas, and he was really adamant that he can go to Talladega and win this race. He was that confident. So
he was just in the lead for a second there, but got past.
Yeah.
Keselowski, right up there, I'm telling you.
Noah Gragson.
He's got a shot.
This is always the fun part of the race for me because it's guys that we haven't heard about in months that have been at the back of the pack, had really bad seasons. I mean, the type of year that Gragson has had. I feel like Gragson, who could be one of the most popular drivers on tour, and I still think is one of the most popular drivers, has been invisible. He's been totally invisible this year. And I think the lawsuit has actually played a part in that, right? We always talk about how the lawsuit affected 2311. Well, it affected Front Row Motorsports too. And you look at Front Row, they haven't had the money, I think, to be as competitive. I think they've been distracted. And they also expanded to 3 teams. And I think that made it very difficult for Noah to make that transition. I think he had a lot of momentum last year with Stewart-Haas Racing that got caught up and just destroyed.
Yep. By the way, for those of you that were admiring Dennis riding at the back, he's in 3rd.
Right back.
So much for not wanting to get hurt.
He's not going to get injured after all.
Apparently, whatever.
Yeah.
It may have just been a test. He may have been trying to figure out how fast he could get to the front from the back. Because we've seen that before. Junior used to do that. Junior would drop to the back and see how long it took him to get to the front to figure out when he really had to worry about making moves.
Yeah. But looking at all these people that are up front right now, John Hunter's never won a cup race. Kyle Busch, the year that he's had. Josh Berry, the playoff that he's had. SVG's never finished higher than 10th on an oval. Keselowski, who has a winless year with RFK. RFK getting screwed out of the playoffs. Somebody that would love to end the year with a win. You got Bubba in 7th. Like, this is, the cool part of the race where all these guys that have just been awful this year or have really struggled, Talladega is always a chance to make that all right. And look who else is in the top 10. Carson Hocevar.
And Austin Hill jumping up in there too.
Cliff Daniels tells Kyle Larson, this is worse mileage. Get back to him if you can. Larson responded with, dude, I'm telling you, I'm slow. I feel every wind gust. It is weird. That's not good if I was a Larson fan.
Nope.
That if he's just slow, even when he's in the draft, that's a little cause for concern if I was a 5 fan.
Thomas,
What?
You've got Paul's attention. He likes this guy.
Yeah. Apparently he does. I mean, my name is on my little video. It's in the lower left corner of the screen.
To be fair, Paul asked, and I still had the green flag graphic up at the time, so you don't see the names when that is up. But I took it down when he asked what your name was so that he could read it on the screen.
We do have a former front stretcher in the comments. John Willoughby says, hey, Tom. So we all love John Willoughby in this chat.
Yes. Hi, John. So good to see you. Glad that you're listening. Glad that you're watching.
John is a father. He had his kid.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations. A little son about, I want to say 5 months ago. Seems like everyone there is doing well.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, it's probably been about a month ago now, we were graced with Kiki Contreras, former K&N driver from Viva La Raza Racing.
We were. I remember that.
Joined us during a watch party. It was cool.
Yeah. I didn't know who that was until Neff had to introduce us.
I used to be a crew member on a team, so that was how I knew his name.
Gotcha.
Yep. And certainly we'll talk more about this offline, but the long-term goal is certainly to bring some surprise guests into this chat. Some people that would love to watch the race at home with us. You know,
we are breaking news. We are going to bring in Michael Jordan to the watch party. Michael Jordan.
We're going to tell him that it's a golf event, so that he's thinking he's going to come on for that.
Yep, we're going to sell that it's Michael Jordan, and then Michael Jordan never shows up, and then no one ever shows up to the watch party again.
1,000%.
Or we could have Michael B. Jordan show up instead of Michael Jordan.
He's still popular. Still works.
I'm also working Lee Polium pretty hard.
Oh,
Four-time national late model weekly.
Chase Folsom had a great interview with Lee a couple weeks ago that he was really proud of. That it's over on the grassroots side of things when he came back for the Martinsville late model race.
Oh, dude, he had that race. He had that race won, and some dope. I don't know who it was. So I'm just going to throw all late model drivers that are dopes under the bus. But somebody had a flat tire, pulled up to the wall, and stopped with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go, and they threw the caution before they got back to the white flag. He was leading comfortably, had that race won, and ends up coming in second because of some dope pulling over and stopping for a flat with 2 laps to go. It was awful.
Well, in other news, my New York Jets have officially benched Justin Fields. So
that's been due for about what week are we in? 7? That's been
been
due for 6.5 weeks, my friend.
It's more just
can they bench the whole team? Is it possible?
I don't know. I'm just sad, man. I'm just sad.
Yeah.
You were hoping that Justin was going to be a savior for you?
Well, at least respectable.
By the way, leader, Dennis Hamlin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking at that guy on the very top lane, guys. Justin Haley. He is impressing the hell out of me today.
I'm feeling you. Hey, speaking of at the track, did y'all see the picture posted by Zane Smith holding the shirt for some sponsor of his that I guess
I think it's like a dog something.
Chew toys. Yeah, some kind of dog chew toy. And a t-shirt says, "I got boned by Zane Smith at Talladega." And I'm like, we have got to get a copy of that for freaking Frederick.
Oh, honestly.
So Massey, I messaged Massey, and Massey's like, "Do you want me to blow off the truck race and go find it?" And I'm like, "No, it's not that important." I said, "Just get your lazy butt out of bed early enough so that you're at the track early for the Xfinity race and go down there and see what you can find." Mr. Massey is gonna find us a copy of that shirt to give to Frederick.
I'm looking at the team store on Front Row Motorsports right now. There's a Pickles shirt. That's pretty cool.
Oh my God!
For the what's their name? Guillermo's, Pickles. Grillos. That's it. Larson is still committed to the ride around in the back technique.
This may be a Christmas present for Frederick. I'll look for it in
that would be epic.
I'll look for it in Phoenix in a couple weeks, and I'll try and grab it for him.
Are you going?
I am.
Okay, Mr. Person that takes care of my addiction. If you can find a championship weekend shot glass, it's actually dated, so it's for 2025.
Okay.
That would be
championship weekend 2025. You got it, brother.
That would be magnificent.
I will look for it the best of my abilities.
In the meantime, we're up to almost 40 laps in the race. I feel like when I come in, it's like I take,
big thumbs up to Talladega for having a 500-mile cup race.
When I saw that, I immediately thought of you, Neff.
I know you did. I honestly didn't mind the old 499 days. I was okay with that. But yes, having a 500-mile race is what it's all about.
And depending on the big ones, it's typically a 3-hour race, 2-hour, 50-minute, 3-hour race, right?
So, I don't care. I don't care if it's 9 hours. I want 500 miles. I want 963 laps at Martinsville.
Oh, God.
Who cares about 500 miles, though, is Gen Z.
Nobody else. Nobody else does.
Yes.
All right, I
hate to say it, as much as I loved 500-mile races as a kid, I feel like that whole philosophy is aging out. I feel like the younger generation, you look at IndyCar, 2-hour races, wildly popular this year, making a comeback.
These are the same people that have ruined baseball, Thomas. The same people have ruined baseball.
Right, and made baseball more popular this year than it's been in quite some time.
Not for me. I didn't watch I didn't watch a single game until the playoffs, and that was just because the Cubs were in. If the Cubs hadn't been in, I wouldn't have watched that.
Neff, that 15-inning game between the Tigers and Mariners was one of the best baseball games I've ever watched in my life.
Right.
It was amazing.
And you know what else? They didn't start somebody on second base in extra innings for the freaking playoff.
Preach it.
Stupid
Amen.
rule.
Amen, Neff. Amen. It's just like stage racing, right?
Absolutely. No, not stage racing, stage cautions. I do not have a problem with stage racing. I have a problem with stage cautions. If we didn't stop the race, I'd be fine with it.
Oh, my God.
All right,
So-
Kyle Larson is told 5 to 10 laps from the pit cycle beginning. So watch out, guys.
So
Well,
they're saying
so far, 40 laps in.
we're saying the
Hamlin
window
is the only
45
playoff
laps.
driver to have led a lap.
Wow.
So,
That is
I mean,
weird.
it's been a lot of people that really, they're going for a win at the end of the year.
Briscoe
And we
didn't get
saw it
one.
last year with Stenhouse where somebody surprising could steal this.
I thought
You know?
Briscoe led a lap.
Nope, he did not. So lap leaders so far, 40 laps in. Barry, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, Bubba Wallace, Nemechek, McDowell, Priest, Ware, and Denny Hamlin.
Wow.
There you go. Cody Ware, baby.
So, and yeah, Cody Ware leading a lap. I feel like Cody Ware had like a career high in laps led this year. I mean, because what race, what drafting race did he lead a gazillion laps?
He led
Daytona.
60 laps at Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to laps led for like 2025, he's ahead of a couple of full-time drivers in terms of the amount of time he's been out front. Yeah, he led 25 laps this season, 27, I should say, laps entering today in 2025. So that put him ahead. I just happened to be on this stats page looking at something else. He's led more laps than John Hunter Nemechek entering today, Justin Haley, Zane Smith, Ty Dillon, Gilliland, Eric Jones, Cole Custer, Stenhouse, Gregson. That's a long list
Cold
Yeah.
toaster.
for somebody that's going to get kicked out of his ride at the end of the year, most likely.
Paulie, I'm with you on the Dale Jr. cautions. We don't need those in the sport. I have all long argued that
Neff, we're coming in for pit stops.
their BS cautions are BS. Yes, we are. Let's see if Ty Dillon can make it in safely today.
McDowell, Hamlin, Briscoe, Nemechek, Gibbs, Ware.
But the fact that you have stage cautions ruins strategy, and I don't want to see strategy ruin.
They pitted lap 44, so they could last 44 laps on tank.
So I would say 45
Toyotas.
to 50, I think, is your, which actually that's too big a window. 45 to 48 is probably your window.
I'm looking to see if anyone is waving their hands. I don't see any.
So far, it looks like all the pit stops are pretty
Kyle
clean.
Busch just did as they banked into turn 3. Kyle Busch had his hand up window, or his window out the hand, whichever it might have been.
The 8, the 7, the 20, the 77, the 99. Hamlin didn't pit last time. My bad.
Whoa, who is coming from the top lane to the bottom?
Woo! Oh my God! There's
Jeez.
one guy that almost got clocked in the back for this group that's come in this time around.
Oh, Denny!
I think that was Denny that made that move from the top to the bottom.
Chase Briscoe got a penalty, too fast entering,
Oh, Briscoe.
which is
Busch Wallace was for Bell, Haley, Reddick, Stenhouse, Alfredo, Ham, and Mears all in pit lane right now.
I mean, really, you have 2 goals in the first 2 stages at Talladega, right? But especially the first stage. First stage goal: don't get a pit road penalty, don't go a lap down,
Yep.
and I guess
And
don't
don't-
wreck,
and don't
right?
get
But it's
wrecked,
always out
yeah.
of your control. But unforced errors are really going to hurt you.
Absolutely.
Oh, the
Yeah.
9. The 9 tried to wreck the 11.
I
Oh,
wondered
look,
if Denny had a flat. For him to slow down in the top
boy.
like that.
oh my goodness.
And come
Boy, that was
shooting over.
close. They are
Yeah, it
out
was.
of control.
Yeah, that was
right here.
very close. So
I
that's
think
who
Denny
almost got
I
nailed.
think Denny had a flat tire.
Kyle Busch.
Oh, Kyle Busch penalty.
Welcome.
Did Briscoe get another penalty?
Somebody else is saying Briscoe had a penalty too.
Yep,
Too
I'll be
fast
back
in the
again to
game.
check Kyle Busch radio.
Oh, God.
Have fun with that. Here comes Joseph
Logano Jr.
and
the
that
third.
Priest, and is that Gregson? Yep, Gregson.
We have another head coach
Oh, that's
firing.
Keselowski.
Colorado
That's not
State.
Priest.
Colorado State has fired Jay Norvell. So second college coach fired today.
They haven't fired Dion yet.
No, they're not, because he makes them a lot of money, brother.
Right now, Keselowski, Gregson, Logano, Herbst, Priest, and 2 others on pit road, coming off pit road. Looks like Riley Herbst, I think. Don't look now. Bryan Nolen's pick of Austin Cindric is leading the race. Another round coming in. That looks like Byron, Bowman, Dillon, Elliott. Whoa. What is with these people driving stupid on pit lane?
I don't know, brother.
Chastain's in there with Suarez and Lawson. Zane Smith running around in the 3rd spot.
Okay, no Gregson. Oh, Larson gonna try and blend.
Yeah, Paul, I don't think the comment from Bryan was that he was trying to wreck him. I think he was just saying that he almost wrecked him.
Yeah. I didn't mean, sorry.
I know, yeah, because there was no sense for Denny to be slowing down like that in the top lane right there. That's why I think he had a flat tire, because he's coming through 3 and 4 fine, and all of a sudden he's checking up in the top lane and diving to pit lane. Denny's smarter than that. That's not something he's going to do.
Kyle Busch is serving his pit road penalty now.
Kyle freaking Busch headed down pit lane as we
according
and I am back just to say that all quiet from Busch on the radio, but they threatened him with the black flag with the white cross if he didn't come down, and so Kyle did come down finally and follow order.
I was going to say
not happening.
I was going to say some guy named Tom Bowles said that Kyle Busch was being threatened with the black flag with the white cross if he doesn't come in this lap. He is now coming in this lap, and oh my goodness,
look at that closing rate on those guys.
Oh wow, just blowing by those guys.
Oh boy.
But see, here's the thing. I mean, again, you're just trying not to wreck, and you're just trying to stay on the lead lap for stage 1.
There. Holy crap, what is wrong with them?
77 got an issue.
Yeah, Carson does have an issue. Something's going on here.
No Cedar dive into the pit lane.
Ooh, that's a tough break. How many times this year have we seen Hocevar with a fast car and then end up with something that just knocks him out?
A lot of sketchy right there. Hopefully he can
hook up out of his control, basically.
We have a flat right rear tire for Carson Hocevar.
Hopefully he can hook up a Busch and they can draft together and make it back to the stage break without going a lap down.
What in the hell was Keselowski doing?
He pulled in the wrong pit.
Apparently.
Oh, wow. Yep.
He knows better than that.
Yeah. A lot of issues on these pit stops.
Honestly, though.
Yeah. I mean,
people driving stupid.
Well, looking at it, so now, I mean, there were issues with 78 cars a lap down. Kyle Busch is a lap down. Briscoe's a lap down. No, I'm sorry. Briscoe, Hocevar, and McLeod look like they're a lap down. Kyle Busch is drafting with Chastain to try and stay on the lead lap. They should be able to stay on the lead lap. But it does look like Briscoe is and Briscoe and Hocevar Hocevar's on the tail end. McLeod's definitely a lap down. So it looks like some of these penalties, people were able to stay on the lead lap in the end.
Right.
We've had three pit road speeding penalties. Chastain got one, Briscoe got one, Kyle Busch got one.
I also wanted to comment, glad to hear our boy Norm Betting was okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was scary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad to see. He said he basically tried to go head first out of the car and quit breathing as he was exiting the car.
Check out Caleb Barnes' article on Frontstretch.com about it.
Yeah, pretty crazy what he went through. And Benning's 72, 73 years old. The fact that he's still driving, unbelievable, right?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
You watching a Jets game? Uh-oh.
Not cool enough.
Oh no.
Just
Oh
got
no.
through, just got wadded up.
Oh no.
There
Oh,
it is. There it is.
I
yeah.
believe, is that Cindric on the bottom?
Looks like Nolan's ahead of us with streaming.
Oh, sorry, I'll pause for like 10 seconds. Hold on.
No, it was a couple seconds. I wasn't worried about that.
2,
I believe Chasse
3,
is in it.
4,
Chasse.
5, 6.
Yeah,
They're
Chase has definitely got a ton of damage.
They're showing
9.
Elliott going on the pit lane right now.
Oh wow.
Elliott's going to pit lane right here, right now for me. So I think we're all caught up. Sorry about that. Oh, Elliott's day is done.
Black's tire car. Here's your boy Haley that you've been bragging about.
I know. He took a shot though, man. Is that Allmendinger?
Somebody else is burning up, laying on the side of the road.
Oh my goodness. Is that Allmendinger's car that's burning?
I can't
think
Oof.
All I know is they need to get him over there and out of that.
Yeah, why the hell is
if
the
he's
guy
having
not
trouble
there yet?
breathing? Yep, that's Allmendinger.
Oh, good
Looks
Lord.
like he's out. Looks like he's gotten out.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
on
Yeah,
the
he's out
ground.
of the car, but he's laying on the ground, and
he's
all
on-
that smoke is going over him, so he's
Yeah.
inhaling it.
He's on the ground right now.
Oh my goodness, he's in pain.
He's probably an inch or two shorter now, which is not good for him.
No.
I shouldn't laugh, but
But
Oh, wow.
it's funny.
Oh,
They're
man.
working on Allmendinger quickly, which is good. He is moving, so that's good, but looks pretty serious, honestly.
He just
he
just
shook up.
took his leg up and then he just slammed it on the ground. So he's in pain.
Stenhouse is out of the car. Gregson's out of the car.
Mm.
Look at that streak though. Stenhouse, he was winner of the race last year here. No, Gregson was up
Just
there
so I can-
contending.
Yep, so I can run it down for everybody.
And
Cars that
Jones
did
boy's
not
got a
make
big
it
old
back to the
wad.
line this last time: Gregson, Allmendinger, Eric Jones, Stenhouse, Haley, Cindric, and then Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, the only playoff driver with serious.
Okay,
injury.
so Dinger is up. He is not limping. So my guess is he just got the wind knocked out of him pretty bad. All right, here we go. This is what
he
happened.
is hurting though.
Oh yeah,
He is hurting.
Apparently, Eric Jones wrecked that Gregson kid.
Oh, yep. Hit the 4, and then there was nothing anybody could do.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody-
Oh,
And there's your boy Logano, living
unbelievable.
that charmed life once again.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Haley was almost
Just
clear.
right
Just
in front
gently
of him.
got
Oh.
clipped. Gently got
Haley.
clipped, and it took him right into the wall.
It's such a
Austin
shame.
Dillon was involved too.
Yeah, but Austin Dillon, I think, is going to be okay. He doesn't have a
Ooh.
ton of damage, it looks like.
Cindric took a massive hit though on the rear.
Yes, he did.
I'm just watching the 16. Haley honestly may have had a more serious hit.
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
Allmendinger. Yeah, I mean, that's the type of angle that that really hurts you. We always think about Dale Earnhardt and what happened and the angle that he hit. But, even with the cars much safer now, 20 years later, I mean, that's just not an angle that you want to hit the wall at.
Right.
Sometimes the flips dissipate energy and they look worse than they really are. That's the type of hit that hurts you.
Yeah, that's and right there with Haley or with Allmendinger hitting the wall like they're similar to Earnhardt. Earnhardt had Schrader on the bumper, so when he hit the wall, the car did not turn to help absorb the impact from the wall. It all shot straight through him. Where if he hadn't had somebody on a bumper and it would have been able to spin, it would have dissipated a lot of the energy. And I think that's what happened to AJ. He had another car in contact with him, so when he hit the wall, it didn't have a chance to deflect and dissipate that energy, so he took all of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's from me reading the however many page report of the Dale Earnhardt wreck analysis from back in the day.
According to our guy, Mr. Dalton Hopkins, Cindric Radio reporting that they are going to be done for the day. So Austin Cindric's day is done.
There you go, Bryan Nolen's choice.
Yeah.
Whoa. That wasn't good.
Oh, man, that was a hit by Dinger.
So I'm confused.
Why are you
Because that
confused?
made it look like Dinger just blew a right front. That was strange. Chasse's crew's trying to piece it back together.
So involved in the crash, Cindric, Austin Dillon, Noah Gragson, Justin Haley, Chase Elliott, AJ Allmendinger, Eric Jones, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
I'm going to hop out because I don't want to just sit here staring into space. I'm directing some reporting right now, so I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Luop is getting ready to bail on NASCAR on us. What will the watch parties be without Luop in here donating his time?
What did he do? What did he do?
He says he's going to bail out. He's disgusted by this type of racing. He loves Talladega, but he thinks it's the wrong time of the year to be having this in the race.
Yeah. Blame NASCAR.
What was I looking at the other day? It was something from 2005, and they were showing they showed somebody had a shot, and it was, I want to say it was like Denny Hamlin or something's first race at Kansas or something, and they were seeing if you could name all the drivers in the shot, and the picture they showed, the nose of the cars was like 5 inches off the ground. And I'm like, why can't we get back to that? Because that is what we need.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's just a picture of you just staring into space. That's why I popped right back in to make sure that we keep going.
I mean, Mike Neff could have let me know, I'll be right back.
But if you are just joining us, folks.
Sorry, had to answer a quick question.
Oh, okay. The big one is upon us. It has happened. Chase Elliott, according to multiple reporters, is going to the garage area for or should I say the DVP clock.
Do we have a clock anymore? I thought the clock went away in Cup.
Okay, just the DVP then. Stenhouse also out of the race. Gragson, Justin Haley, Dinger, Cindric also out of the race.
I love when you use your dramatic voice.
Thank you, Neff. I really appreciate it. We are on lap. What lap are we on here?
I don't know. I'm looking at a Wells Fargo commercial.
We are on lap number 54 of 188 on the YellaWood 500 at Talladega Super Speedway.
The first stage is 60 laps, right?
Correct. So
that's why, once again, this infuriates me. They know there's a big cleanup. Why is this race not red flag?
I don't know. Ask NASCAR.
I don't understand it. Oh, trust me. 2005, I covered my first race, my friend, and I've been asking since that day to get to sit in race control and understand what the flip they think. There's just no reason. A, there's no reason not to have a red flag. But B, when there is a red flag, there's no reason not to go back green the lap after you come back.
Yeah.
You should come around, go into pit lane. If you have to go to pit lane, you come back out and we're going green when we get back to the line.
Yeah. Who's that girl?
Somebody from Hayek. Look at Steve Post with the flowing locks in the middle of the picture.
Steve Post, Motor Racing Network.
Since Steve went through COVID, he's had that do ever since, and that lettuce is just too much for me. All right, pit lane is open. We got some people taking pit stops.
Yes, we do. It looks like Priest, Barry, Suarez, Larson, or Carl Lawson.
So that's the 34.
Oh, it was Boucher. Carl Lawson coming in, going to take 4 tires and fill it up with Sunoco Racing fuel.
There goes the around the back guy. Man, I'm telling you, I hate that maneuver. Dude, look at how close that jack came to that tire changer's head when he comes around. Somebody is going to get knocked loopy one of these days.
Oh, I know. 15 drivers stayed out.
End up dying like Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
Super sad about that this week.
Vicious wreck. Hoping everybody is going to be A-okay. Because Dinger took a shot. Haley took a shot. Noah took a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Dinger nosed first. He did not. He hit the side.
Honestly, I think nose first would be better.
First.
What do you think? Nose first better?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I would rather hit flat on the side.
I don't know, man.
Because you do that, you're hitting your head and your sides into all that padding stuff. When you go nose first, everything is snapping on that Hans device. And if you watch some of those in-car replays from impacts like that, even with the Hans device on, you still see how far people's head moves.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I got you.
And to think that back in the day they rode around on a bench seat with a lap belt.
That is
how did
we
not have more guys die back in the 50s and 60s?
Honestly,
it's unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable.
It was unbelievable that we didn't have more people die. I'm back now.
Riding around on a bench seat with a lap belt.
Yeah. It's just
no face helmet, no window net. That wreck from Darlington when Richard was hanging out of the car, how he didn't die that day was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at things right now. I'm looking at points. Chase Elliott is going to finish this race dead last. So Gregson, Allmendinger, Jones, Stenhouse, Haley, Cindric, Chase Elliott all look to be out of the race. Austin Dillon has lost a couple laps repairing his car. But Chase Elliott, as things stand, is 34 points behind. Actually, more than that, 38 points behind the fourth and final spot for the Championship 4, which is currently being held by Logano. So not looking good. Definitely not looking good for Chase. Win at Martinsville. And, that we know that while the 9 teams run better, they haven't been, winning level better. They've been top 5-ish, and top 5-ish at Martinsville isn't going to get it done.
Mm-hmm. I still can't believe Logano got through that wreck. He was right there.
Yep.
Floodgates open for him. Yeah. It's interesting. As things stand right now, only one Hendrick driver in the Championship 4, Kyle Larson. Elliott dead last, and then Byron right now on the outside looking in because of Logano missing that wreck and because of how Logano was handled stage 1 in terms of points as they run. So, looking at where people are in the rundown, 57 laps in, just want to highlight someone that made it through, first stage, so still very early. Casey Mears, running 13th right now.
Shout out to Michelle. Hey, Michelle, glad to have you. Glad you made it. Sorry to hear you had to spend part of your day at a funeral. Thoughts and prayers to the family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amen.
Thoughts and prayers.
Not fun. Not fun at all.
No. So sorry for your loss. And a little bit of a double whammy because this feels like the loss for Chase as well in terms of making it into the Championship 4. We'll see. But yes, but definitely is going to have to win. Going back green here.
3 to go here on the stage. Logano, Tyrone Gibbs, McDowell.
What's the name of our restart zone there? X-side? Really?
Two to go. Logano, Gibbs, McDowell, Numchuck, Reddick, Blaney, Bell. Your top 7.
Numchucks. I like that.
By the way, if we didn't have the playoffs, did you guys know that Larson and Byron would be tied in the standings entering this race?
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I believe in points.
Sir.
I would only be like 22-ish behind, Denny Hamlin 43 behind, Ryan Blaney 45 behind. So we'd still have a heck of a
boy.
What are you watching over there, Wyatt Watson?
I literally paused my TV. Let me know when they get to
Were you too scared?
No, that move Ty Gibbs went down and almost got right by the 42.
They just crossed the line. We are on the final lap of stage number 1.
Okay, I'm just going into turn 1 here.
I'm also just going into turn 1. I think I'm about 5 seconds behind you, streaming wise.
Okay.
Gibbs, Reddick, new faces at the front after that pit stop shuffle. Again, as we say all the time, first rule of stage 1 is simply to survive.
Yep. That was a beautiful move by what Reddick just did. That is exactly how you get off of the person that you don't want to be with.
Yep. Now he's got Blaney behind him. Feels like it's going to be Reddick winning this stage, but we'll see.
Yep.
The one thing I hate about super speedway racing, trying to type up the end of stage results. You can't pre-type anything.
Wow.
I have to tell you, Gibbs held on the inside. I was surprised how impressive he was.
Gibbs, Reddick, Nemechek, Blaney, Darrell, your top 5, Logano, Zane Smith, McDougall, Hosivar, and Bell, rounding out your top 10 in stage 2.
McDougall, that's a new one.
In that stage,
I don't know where that came from.
Drivers led at least one lap.
Wow.
Drivers' 21 lead changes were on track for over 60 lead changes today. So, I mean,
that's at the line lead changes.
Fans in Talladega, this is part of the love-hate. I mean, you're going to have 63 lead changes, and almost half the field is going to lead. So there are people that defend Daytona and Talladega and go, "What more do you want?"
Yeah,
that is at the line lead changes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I hate when they try to give us that loop data BS.
Amen.
187 lead changes. Yeah, those 2 dudes went back and forth 27 times on every lap. Shut up.
You kill me.
Sorry, I just like the good old days.
We know.
Oh, we definitely know.
All the time.
We know.
We really know.
We know.
Tell us all the time. It is the second stage win of Ty Gibbs' season.
Wow.
All right.
Flag
is out. We switch.
Looking at playoff points.
And boom, there we are. All right, now I got to get back to live racing.
Okay. So only Blaney and Logano were the only 2 playoff drivers skip. Oh, Christopher Bell got 1 stage point, which is, what they needed, right?
One more than all the other guys.
Catch up on points.
Didn't get anything.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Denny, and then it's Larson, Bell, Briscoe. Logano is 2 points out.
I was going to say, the difference between 4th and 7th is now 6 points between Briscoe and Byron. Briscoe, Logano, Blaney, and Byron separated by just 6 points. Hamlin's clinched in front of them, and then Bell and Larson are comfortably ahead right now after the first stage.
Subject to change.
What do you guys think if Joey Logano ends up winning a 4th title this year? Do you think that
I think it's only fitting to be the final bow on the one race to win a championship era?
I find it interesting that he's taken such a hint to his reputation, because it's not like the guy hasn't had a great career. I mean, he's got a Daytona 500 win. At least one of those championships, I would say, was very legitimate over the course of the season.
Yes, I agree. Having an average
one that he should have won,
is not. You have a season average of 17th place is not championship caliber.
Yeah. Great news from the Infield Care Center. AJ Allmendinger checked and released from the Infield Care Center.
Your race off of pit lane. Hang on, it just rolled past on me.
Yeah. Let's see if NBC interviews AJ. I know Massey is there. We'll see what they say.
Michael Massey, Frontstretch.com.
Maybe we can get an on-camera shot like we did with Mr. Nolen at Las Vegas.
I I had like
We saw
5
you
people
on
text
TV.
me. Our former Frontstretcher Jack Swansea texted me out of the blue. He's like, I saw you. I was like, I hope you're doing well, man.
All right, race off of pit lane. Busher, Larson, Bush, Priest, Berry, Briscoe, Herbst. Staying out, Suarez, Chastain. I can't tell what that number is. Casey Mears. 7. Who's in the 78 this weekend?
BJ
McLeod, the 10 and the 33. And that looked almost like a Sundrop paint scheme running out there.
All right. Looking at a couple of different things. Number one, somebody asked about the points. Difference between Larson and Logano right now is plus 53. Things will change around, but that should make Larson feel pretty good going into Martinsville. Everybody else is a little bit tighter. Right now, after pit stops, Briscoe's in 3rd, Bell 4th, Logano 5th, Blaney 6th, Byron in 7th. But pit stops changed everything around just because of different strategies. Right now, Briscoe is up by 29 on Logano. Bell's up by 24. Logano's now out of the top 4. Blaney's now 27 behind. Byron's 28 behind. As you can see, it's because of where they ended their pit stops and where they came out. But, things are going to change around. Like I said, stage 1 in Talladega, really stage 2, it's just don't wreck, finish on the lead lap. Doesn't even matter if you have some sort of penalty. As long as you finish on the lead lap, you're fine. And then it's stage 3 where everything moves around. And Talladega, we've seen, even if they're running at 80% trying to save fuel, and people complain about being able to move back and forth in the draft in this car, you still have enough time if you're like 30th at the end of stage 2 to get where you need to go for the final stage.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we saw that early in this race. Hamlin was running 39th, and within 10 laps, he was leading.
Yep. Suarez now at the point, 16th different leader in the first 63 laps of the race. 16 different leaders. And Suarez, by the way, is who I've heard from multiple people. That's why I was surprised. You talked about the Kyle Busch stuff. I heard that Suarez is pretty much a done deal to be in the 7.
That's what I had heard too, but the fact that they haven't announced it yet makes me feel like there's still potential for stuff to be going on in the background.
Yeah, that's fair.
And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Allmendinger with gigantic glasses on his little pinhead. Oh, you know what? I bet the freaking submarine belt got Allmendinger.
Oh, right in the Nutter Butters?
Yep, I'm betting that's what it, because the way he rolled right there, he had his hands on his junk. I'm betting that was what was going on.
Nutter Butters will get you.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, they always talk about childbirth, labor.
AJ, why I hate this place.
Versus getting it in the nuts.
Yeah.
And you never hear a guy 9 months after he gets it in the nuts going, boy, I think I'd like to have another shot in the nuts. But you always hear women saying they'd have another kid.
I always expect the worst here.
Yep.
And how different would our world be if Bobby Allison didn't go into that catch fence? Can you imagine how different it would have been if we never went to plates? It just, you wonder what the sport would have been.
I agree with that. But I do think at some point that we're going to slow the speeds down no matter what.
Oh, I completely agree.
I mean, we already have.
Remember when we went 220 at Michigan?
We can't be doing 236 at Talladega,
We were
which
going
Rusty
like
did in a test.
We were going like 212, 213 at Michigan in qualifying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell, they did that at Texas when McDowell wrecked.
Yeah.
By the way, Paul asked about Suarez and what we were hearing. It's most likely a 1-year deal. Suarez went from ride to ride to ride on 1-year deals, basically until he found Trackhouse. And there's some money involved. Suarez brings money. So, like a lot of these drivers these days, depends on how much money stays with him and his performance next year. But it's definitely not a long-term deal. It's not like, oh, we're going to have him for 3 years. Spire is not the type of stable operation like a Hendrick. I mean, look what happened to Haley. Haley, it looked like it was a multi-year deal, and boom, you lose Childers after 10 races, and Haley's out after, about a year. So
it's kind of like college football, Tom. Like with as much money you can get out of a contract.
Right. It's not like here where
unless you're
I've been trying to get Neff out for years, and then
I'm the Andrew Perloff of Frontstretch. I just don't go away.
You mean the Todd Fritz? Perloff has his own show now.
Well, I know, but the whole story with Perloff was when he first got on, he just showed up every day. They weren't even.
Oh, that is
paying
true.
him.
Yeah, that's true.
He was
Yeah.
there for like 2 years without making any money, just hanging out.
I mean, he also worked for Sports Illustrated as well, so he was still making money.
Right. But he wasn't from Dan Patrick.
True.
Kyle
Green
freaking
flag.
Busch giving Boucher the old push.
Boucher
To the point.
Have they talked with Chase?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because I know that Michael Massey at Frontstretch.com has talked with him.
Yeah.
Tell Michael Massey he needs to ask Chase what he was thinking when Denny slammed on the brakes in front of him in 3 and 4.
Well, if you would have told me that before he talked with him, then I probably would have. But since he's already exited the Infield Care Center, I don't think we can now, buddy.
Yeah. We are green for stage 2, by the way.
You can always go track him down. That's why it says green flag at the bottom of the screen, Thomas.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I don't read. So in terms of Kyle Busch joining Spire the year after, I mean, technically he could. I just don't see him at Spire. I see him somewhere else. But it's true that he could go there. I mean, what do you think, Neff? I just don't. I think Spire to me is a step down from RCR right now.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I think he's hoping for like a Ray Evernham Dodge unicorn, where Dodge like establishes its own company again.
I think Spire is more on the edge with Hendricks, so I don't think they're going to go to Dodge. So, I mean, if he wants to go to Dodge, I think stay at RCR then.
In the charter deal, NASCAR reserves the right to create additional charters for a new manufacturer. Do you guys know about this?
Yeah.
It's in the deal. So if Dodge turned around and said, similar to when Evernham joined at the end of the century, like 1999, 2000, we want to establish our own team and we're giving you a bunch of money, I could see NASCAR rewarding a couple more charters. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the charter system after the trial?
Right. Yeah, we don't know.
We really don't know. But I think that there could be some money there. And, you look at what happened with Bill Elliott at the end of his career and kind of a career renaissance with Dodge. I could see something with Kyle Busch and Dodge that's very similar if they're able to come together.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski tied with Junior and Jeff Gordon for the second most wins at Talladega all time.
Yeah.
The only thing that I say about Dodge coming back to the sport, and I'm even more angry about it after seeing their commercials, is they're talking about, we're bringing the Hemi back. Well, bring it back to the actual sport, not just bring it back to be bringing it back in your product line. We're going to race a Hemi, then we'll talk. But just for a freaking commercial tagline, shut up.
Here's the thing about Brad and Talladega, by the way. Yeah, Brad has all these wins at Talladega. He has 6 wins total. He's had 1 win at Talladega in the last 8 years.
Jeez.
So it's been a while. 1 win in 2021. I think that might have been his last one with Penske, honestly. And he hasn't won since. So I don't know. I feel like he's kind of been stuck there for a little bit.
Oh, he's been stuck with not winning for a couple, 3 years building RFK up in general.
Yeah.
Woo! Look at that little shoehorn.
Oh, boy.
Boucher just wedged it in there.
So if you're just joining us, stage 2.
Oh, we're going to get an in-car.
We are?
Here we come. Yep.
Oh, yes.
See, that didn't look near as bad on that than it did from the distance. Because it looked like he was slamming it in there at a distance. And now we're back to 3 wide all the way back to the field.
Oh, yes. New Monster Energy flavors. The Orange Dreamsicle. Riley Herbst up there. Anthony Alfredo also leading the bottom line. Top line, you have Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, Josh Berry, and Trista Boucher. Stage 2, 11 of 60 complete at Talladega. 71 of 188 in the books. Busch, Herbst, Berry, Briscoe, Hamlin, your top 5. If the playoffs ended now, Briscoe would be 35 up, Larson 32 up, Bell 17 up, and then the 4 below, Byron 17 down, Logano 20 down, Blaney 30 down, and Chase Elliott 44 points down.
And we'd be coming back to race on Monday because we're not halfway, so it wouldn't be a legal race.
There you go, Neff. Nothing gets past you, brother.
That's our weekly discussion about if the race ended now.
So Riley Herbst has not led yet. He's led a total of 1 lap this whole year at Atlanta in June. How much TV time do you think Riley Herbst has had the entire season? Like under 45 seconds?
Oh, way over. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. No.
Over, but I mean, he really,
It's been miserable for him.
But he's on TV a lot. It may be getting lapped, but he's on TV a lot.
That is fair. That is actually very
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
3 wide right now.
The broadcast partners know where the bread is buttered, and they absolutely get pictures of that monster car anytime they can.
Yeah. Gap between
now,
first
right
30th.
Right behind freaking Fast Pasta. Cody,
Well, the gap between first to 30th right now, 1.333 seconds. And then you've got Casey Mears on the lead lap, but out of the lead draft. Austin Dillon and BJ McLeod still on the racetrack, and then 7 cars out of the race.
First to 29th, when we were first rolling around 3 wide all the way back, was 0.98 seconds. It's still interesting to see Byron and Blaney that far back.
Yeah.
I know that's what happens when you crash out of a race, but
They haven't talked to Chase Elliott, have they?
nope. At least I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I'm looking to see right now who we got. Oh, we did get Chase.
We did. Yeah.
Hold on.
Massey got him, but they didn't talk to him on TV.
I'll be right back. I'll inform the viewers of what Chase said.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Thomas.
Attaboy, Tom.
Tomage. To live as proof that you can get a penalty and make it back to the front. When Kyle freaking Busch got his speeding penalty and he's back at the point. And Josh Berry is spending a lot of the day up there in the top 3.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm also not thinking Dennis is worried about getting injured because he's riding in the middle lane 3 back. That's like begging to get in a wreck. Austin Hill, top 10. Kyle Busch goes up to block the advancements of Mr. Berry. Former Weekly Series national champion. Luop on point. Riley's always in the crash. He's always on the TV, and he's doing fine. They're just not winning beyond the screen.
Good up.
Oh, look now, but Fast Pasta's giving him a good shove on the bottom. Unfortunately for him, Kyle Busch is going to pull a little side draft and get back out in front of him coming out of 4. Herbst just can't get the energy. He gets those runs every time. Ty Dillon running 11th right behind Cody Ware. Swapping it up with Austin Hill. That's got to suck. Looking over to your left, watching an RCR car that somebody else is riding in when you're riding for another team.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Neff, I got my snacks hand delivered to me.
Look at you with hand-delivered snacks. I had to bring my own.
I got mini Chips Ahoy, and then I got, like we were talking about, I got Crave, and I got some Chips Ahoy, and then I got a Coke Zero.
Nice. Luop is getting on board with me.
Where are my snacks?
I don't know.
Shut up, Duffy.
Why don't I get my snacks hand delivered?
I don't know.
Send your hand deliverer here.
Yeah, you have to talk to your girlfriend. Oh, wait, you don't have one.
Yeah, be nice.
Look, he ran away. He's going to try and find a girlfriend to get some snacks.
By the way, what Chase Elliott said was pretty matter of fact. He was pretty calm, like very Chase-like. I don't know what I could have done. We were going to be in a must-win situation almost certainly anyway, unless we won. I'm excited about it. This is what Talladega does, you know, just very even-keeled about the whole thing, which in some ways you appreciate. In other ways, I mean, this is what the knock has always been on Chase, right? Like, get more fired up. But he's Christopher Bell, I feel like, heading into this race is very much the same way. They know it's out of their control to a large degree what happens. If a wreck happens directly in front of them, doesn't matter how skilled they are, you can't really avoid it. It's Talladega, and then you move on.
Yeah.
True statement.
Mm-hmm.
Although 10 to 15 stage points might have helped a little bit.
Wow. A lot of people criticizing AJ Allmendinger on Twitter, by the way. AJ Allmendinger.
He didn't do anything, though.
I know. That's the whole thing. I don't understand why people would be like upset with him in any way. He was leading the race. So, you know.
And he got
not his fault. He could not. I mean, yeah. Why don't you try and control the car when a car just hits the right side at 180 miles an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Not easy. By the way, Anthony Alfredo is the 19th different leader, almost up to half the field that has led at least one lap in this race.
Damn.
Unbelievable when you think about it. It is pretty impressive how the 62 car, time and again, is always well prepared, always near the front for their limited schedule. Yep, they have one full-time employee, and they come to the racetrack always in top 10 position at the end of the race. It's really impressive. You know, you look at the 62 car this year. Their best run is 24th, but, you know, they've been up there, and Alfredo led 19 laps at Talladega the first time around in the spring.
What's going on here? Logano just diving out to try to make it by himself.
Driving up through the field all relaxed, just leading the inside line.
That was just weird. He pulled off by himself and was passing like 4 cars.
And now he's got Blaney behind him.
Now he's got help, and here he comes.
Yep. Monkey see, monkey do always at this track. It's like you see one guy start moving up, all of a sudden that line has 8 people in it.
Looking like Dale Jr. at the July race in 2001. Randomly passing 6 cars all by himself.
Right.
Don't know how that ever happened. It was so interesting.
Now you got McDowell back in the front. McDowell has had a better year than I think people have given him credit for at Spire. You know, he could somehow win this. I would say it's a pretty successful year for him. You know, got an outside shot to be in the top 20 in points. Man, every time I go to check something, there's a Limu Emu commercial that is connected to what I'm trying to check. And so I forget that audio is going to come through, and it's very frustrating.
I firmly believe they need to bump off the Limu and the Dud both.
Oh, man, that was close. Alfredo almost just caused the big one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that is the issue, right? When you have some of these less experienced guys up there, but you know, it's not like it used to be where there's like drivers coming to the Cup Series and they don't have a ton of experience. I mean, most of the guys that are in here today, Casey Mears has years and years of experience, always good at drafting style tracks.
Casey Mears has wrecked 3/4 of the guy in the field today. And he's good at it at Talladega.
Yeah.
Dale Jr. fans.
Remember that race where Casey Mears looked like he was about to win it, and then he and Tony Stewart wrecked out, and the entire field wrecked?
Yeah.
Coming to the end, I want to say that was 2013.
Is that when Brendan Gaughan went airborne?
I think that might have been the one. Be right back. Got to check on an article that we're doing.
Gonna miss you.
Frontstretch.com.
Neff.
Tom, I give Tom anxiety, I think.
Tom creates all his own anxiety. He just chooses to use us as the excuse for it.
Honestly, fair.
Not true.
Oh, crap. I forgot I could hear.
100% true.
McDowell, Bush, Lagano, Barry, Blaney. Look at 3, 4, 5, Neff.
Yeah, man. Boucher, Gilliland, Fast Pasta, Ware, and Keselowski rounding out your top 10.
Oh, God, I would laugh so hard, Neff, if you had Barry screw over Lagano and Blaney from winning.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
oh, it would be so funny. I would laugh so hard.
That would be big. I still want to see Cody Ware win one of these things. It'd be so epic.
That would be wild. McDowell's a good super speedway racer. He won the Dega 500.
Yes, super speedway racer. Always has been.
Yeah.
He's always one of those you like to grab when you're doing the fantasy stuff because he's really cheap.
Yeah,
he always has good runs. And he always keeps his stuff together.
Yeah.
He doesn't get caught in a lot of stuff. I mean, there's times you can't avoid it, but he avoids a lot of stuff.
I agree.
Which is the funny thing. When Priest first came up, he drove through some bad wrecks the first couple, 3 years. It was like he had eyes all the way around. And then all of a sudden, he flipped one time. And after that, he became Mr. Flippy. He flipped 4 times since then.
Yeah.
Are you invoicing your customers today?
No, I'm going through my mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep hearing the stapler. That's why I thought you were invoicing.
Oh, no. I invoice. So I have clients, 90% of my clients, it's a monthly invoice at the end of the year. And then I have 4 or 5 clients that just do it weekly.
Gotcha.
So.
Are you using the Frontstretch Watch Party to talk about your invoices?
No, Neff. Okay.
We share our personal lives, Thomas. It's not all business in the watch party.
We do.
Thank you very much.
I have no problem with you guys sharing your personal lives. I just wonder how many people in the watch party are wondering about whether Nolan is going to invoice somebody in Idaho about their lawn cutting expenses.
It's the people are less upset about this than freaking Frederick talking about the freaking Eagles constantly.
That is true. And interrupting
college
over
football game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going through the rundown, and he's going, Eagles just scored!
Neff, your boy Cody Ware to the lead.
He's trying He wants to lead this lap so bad. Come on, baby.
Do we
Get
get
it out
free
there.
Arby's?
Get it out
free
there.
Arby's if he wins?
Get it out there.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the top
They're
three,
showing him as leading. I think he led the lap.
I think Cody Ware did lead the lap. He was the 20. He had led a lap earlier. He's the 20th different driver to lead. And we're not even at halfway. Half the field.
Cold Custard getting ready to get up here and lead a lap.
Yep. We're going to be at 30. We're at 33 lead changes heading toward halfway. I think the record's like 87 or something like that. So we're not going to get to the record, but we're going to be up there.
Actually, I'm trying to remember. The record was 84 for a long time from the Winston 500 in like 1982, I think, which I have long tried to find a video of that race and nobody has it, which is just sad.
The 82 Winston 500?
Yeah. But then not that long ago, we broke that. And it was, I want to say you're right, that it was 87 or 88 was the all-time lead.
Yep, that was the tandem drafting era where you had to be on top of somebody else, right?
Yep.
I hated the tandem era.
Oh, God, I loved the tandem. It was so much fun, especially when they were allowed to talk to each other in the cars.
It just was so weird. I mean, it's an individual sport, It's like...
Exactly. It's an individual sport.
So it's like, oh, somebody won't be my friend today, so that's why I didn't win, I don't know. It felt like very much like not being able to not getting picked for the kickball team in gym class.
I hated that you didn't get guys talking shit to the other guys. That's what I was hoping for. Because I'm like, somebody leaves somebody hanging out on a microphone like, you're a douchebag, I'm going to dump you.
Oh, my God.
That would have been so awesome.
They probably would have used more colorful language than that, Neff, but, that's okay.
I'm trying to clean it up because our peerless leader has not dropped the first F-bomb of the day yet.
That is true, Neff. Tom, until you do drop the first F-bomb, until Bulls drops an F-bomb, we can't F-bomb him by accident. So
even though we are past the 10-second mark.
Wow, racing so boring. He's doing invoicing. Speaking of talking, this comment feed is very quiet today. Other people, if you're watching, come on in and say hello. Tell us who you are.
Paul's been ripping it up. Everybody.
Paul, I don't need to invoice you. I don't do your yard. If you want me to mow your yard, then I will. But I don't need you to invoice me.
I can say he can bill you for services not rendered. He's more than happy to have you pay him money for doing nothing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
If you're just joining us, Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, how about Cody Ware?
On the top side, banging the boards.
Cody Ware, come on down.
Terry right behind him.
You are the next contestant on Talladega.
Talladega Nights. I want to see Cold Custard
Jesus,
get up there.
30 minutes
Here we
later,
go. We're finally getting our Chase Elliott interview.
Yeah. Well, I mean, long after they did it.
40 laps after.
Yeah.
40.
Well, they might have had to do some kind of a colonoscopy or something.
Jeez.
Well said, Neff. Well said, brother.
Hi, Billy Sellers. See, so there's other people than Paul watching.
They are fully equipped medical centers, so they can do anything.
Yes. Welcome, Billy. I was going to say the 22 and the 12. I mean, it's just amazing how you still got to get through pit stops, but how surgical their strategy always is. They're going to get more stage points here. We're going to see how things shake out. But right now, points as they run, Blaney's within 12 points of Briscoe and Logano's within 4 of that fourth and final spot. And once they get more stage points, it's going to, be even closer. So right now, between 3rd and 7th, you've got 19 points between them. And then between the leader and 7th, 28 points. So right now, the way things work, because Larson's back in the pack a little bit, anybody could fall out after Martinsville.
Yep. But Logano right now is in by a point over Briscoe. Now Briscoe's in. Now Logano's in by 2. Now Logano's in by 1.
All right, I'm going to play a little game.
I like games.
I like games. All right, based on the top 5 right now, I'm going yes or no. This person is running the Talladega race, not the fall next year, but the fall of 2027. Ready?
Ready.
Kyle Busch,
Yes.
Yes.
Michael McDowell,
Yeah, probably.
I think so, yeah.
I think I'm also going to go with yes. I think it'll be his last season, but I think yes.
Same.
Cody Ware.
No.
No. We're all a no on Cody Ware. Josh Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little more lukewarm after the way the season has gone, but I also am yes.
Dude, he made the playoffs for the Wood brothers. He just had a lousy start to the playoffs. So everybody a bad taste in his mouth. But he had a great year.
He had a great first couple months, and then the wheels fell off. But, he's done way more than Harrison Burton ever did in that car. They gave Harrison Burton 3 years. So I can't imagine they're not going to give him at least 3 years.
Right.
Cole Custer.
That's a great question.
I mean, Grandpa pays the bills.
I don't know, though. They almost sold their charter this year.
I know.
I'm going to say no.
I'm also going to say no.
Yeah. I don't see it.
Just because of what you said.
Having almost getting their charter
another
sold.
2 years of trying to run. I'm probably with you.
How about this one? Brad Keselowski.
Oh, that's another good one.
I think Brad's still racing.
I do, but I'm not sure he's doing a full schedule in 27. Maybe he's doing a limited schedule.
I think he is too.
I will say this. And yes, Paul, we did do a better interview on Chase Elliott. You could go over to our YouTube page if you want to hop out of the live section. I think it's going to be posted momentarily. Master did a great job. But I could see Keselowski aligned with Dodge. I've been on this train for a couple months now. I think RFK knows that they'll always be behind Penske at Ford. Keselowski and his family have long-standing relationships with Dodge. I really could see RFK aligning themselves with Dodge, if not in 27 and 28, similar to how Dodge added teams. Or I'm sorry, Toyota added teams once they first started. So, if that happens, I think Keselowski's in the car a few more years. But I don't know. I think he's starting to realize that maybe I could be better outside the car, doing the ownership side of things. And he's great on TV as a commentator on top of it.
The part that makes me lean away from the Dodge thing with that, there are a whole lot of Fords riding around this country that have Jack Roush's name on them. As long as Roush is still on the sign, I think they stay with Ford. Once Roush is out of the picture completely and it just becomes Keselowski racing, then I think
or
we go
Fenway Keselowski. Yeah.
But even with Fenway, I don't think Fenway has that synergy with Ford. But there's such a long-standing relationship with Roush and Ford that I can't picture him going away from them ever.
Yeah, I agree with the Stig that would RFK maybe be the JGR to Dodge in that situation. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yep.
Hey, buddy, glad to see you, man.
The Stig was part of our happy hour
silently at the midway point of the race.
The Stig was part of our.
He announces himself with bravado.
Stig was popping on Tuesday, part of our happy hour podcast. We appreciate that. So are you, Paul. I think even Billy was there too. So
we appreciate everybody supporting. It's going to be a fun one. I'm going to be off this weekend for happy hour.
Here comes my favorite Keselowski commercial again.
But I will be back for the final
2 weeks, and then our boss will be appearing on a happy hour in the off season because we're going to do the second annual NASCAR Jeopardy, in which Tom Bull's going to try.
Isn't it the third annual Jeopardy? I feel like this would be the third time.
Okay, well, it's second or third. I gotta ask our podcast manager Trey Lyle, but he'll be back. And Tom will try not to embarrass himself.
Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm.
I never get invited for this stuff, so.
To be fair, Neff, I haven't been invited to either yet, so this will probably be my first time, so I don't know.
Neff could play NASCAR Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I'd love to play NASCAR Jeopardy.
Hit up Frederick Lyle.
By the way, Barry and...
Speaking of which, I did do Frederick's show this week in the morning.
The morning show? Well, it starts so early for me. It's like 6 a.m.
Yeah, for you,
time.
it's freaking 6. I thought it was 5.
I don't know.
I was on it.
Yeah, it's 5.
I was on at 7:03 Eastern time. So
then, yeah, it was 5 a.m. then.
I've been watching Paul's responses, by the way. I like his responses. Custer out. I agree with Custer being out.
I feel like Paul's stream is 5 minutes behind, which is why we love Paul.
And then we just get his thoughts 5 minutes later. It's really fun. But back to the action. We are just.
I love that he uses voice to text. So half the time you need some kind of an interpreter to let you know what he was actually trying to say.
That is true. 100 down, 88 to go, 21 to go in stage 2. Barry McDowell, Kyle Busch, Lagano, and Chris Boucher, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, Todd Gilliland, Austin Hill, and Ryan Preece is your top 10. That's another name, Tom, that we should think about. Austin Hill, where will he be in 2 years?
That was the other one that I was going to name, and then we got that. Was the only other one on my list we didn't get to.
He's still going to be running around in Xfinity.
I don't think so. I think he replaces Austin Dillon when Dillon goes to the front office.
I just don't know if Dillon ever is going to go to the front office at this point. I don't think he's just, the Dillon boys just seem like they want to race forever, and Childress is giving them the runway to race forever. And until somebody turns around and says, no, we're not going to give you the money anymore, I just think they're going to be in race cars.
Well, to be fair, Ty does it on his own. He don't race from Grandpa's money. I mean, he has some pull to try to have relationships with Childress and the teams that he races for. But he dang sure ain't getting Grandpa's money to get him in the seat.
I mean, he's still using money to keep racing, right? It's the Paul Menard of the 2020s to stay in the seat.
Oh, they
so
all
if you
are.
look at the results for Ty Dillon in the last couple of years. I mean, Austin, maybe you can make a case.
Dillon almost won the mid-season championship. Let's not be dispersing on Ty Dillon.
Oh my God. I think that bought him another year, but honestly, I'm not so sure Dillon's going to be back at Kaulig now that Haley's available. I think there's an outside chance that Haley goes to Kaulig.
That's a definite possibility.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happens with Ty. And the other thing is Kaulig's going to Dodge. What's Ty Dillon's tie-in? It's Chevy. So what will they do with him? I don't know. Maybe Ty does end up going back to RCR in the end.
By the way, I wanted another personal comment from you guys. What's your take on F1 being behind the Apple TV paywall next year?
Disastrous decision.
I mean, for me, I have T-Mobile.
I promise
so
I'm never watching F1 until they get back out of it.
I mean, I have T-Mobile, so we get Apple TV for free. I got it free for a year. So, I mean, if it's on, I guess I'll tune into it if I'm bored. But, I'm not going to go out of my way to see it.
I think it was a really stupid decision. It's kind of like when NASCAR left ESPN.
Yeah.
I am hungry. I'm just seeing too much food, and now I'm going to go get my own snacks. But before I go, I'd just like to congratulate two important teams to congratulate. I'd just like to thank the Philadelphia Eagles for showing up today. 28-22. That's all I'll talk about, Paul. And also would like to congratulate the Carolina Panthers, 13-6.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Sorry,
13,
I couldn't do that.
13 points. Yep. Thanks for costing us some of the audience, Nolan. And but the Jets are costing you years off your life, so I mean it's only fair.
Do the Jets really cost you years off your life?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna suck.
I mean, I didn't know they were gonna suck this bad though. We're 0-7. We haven't scored a touchdown in 2 games.
Yeah.
We lose to the Steelers by 2 in week 1. I'm like, okay, we scored 32 points, fantastic. If we lose in shootouts every week, that's okay. But we're anemic. We don't look like a competent football team.
I feel you.
I'm just so frustrated because we haven't made the playoffs in 15 years. I'm tired of this shizness.
Active shooter at Oklahoma State.
Shoot.
No pun intended.
I hate it. Oklahoma State's got a special place in my heart, though. When Boise State went to play there, I went there because I have friends that graduated from Oklahoma State. One of the coolest campuses I've ever been to. It is awesome.
Nice.
They have a mobile drive-through liquor store where you can literally walk into the drive-through and just order like beer, and then they'll give it to you.
Have you ever been to the state of Ohio?
I want to say yes. Yes, because I had to fly in to Cincinnati. I flew into Cincinnati for a race at Kentucky.
Gotcha.
In 2019.
Because the entire state of Ohio is littered with former car washes that were turned into drive-through liquor stores.
That's what it was.
Yeah, you drive through you drive up, tell them what you want. You don't even get out of your car. They hand you cases of liquor and beer.
It's awesome. All right, we got pit stops coming, Neff. 15 to go on the stage. Only 2 people are coming in. We still got 3 wide, about 5 rows back.
Neff, it feels like we always the Stig. I did not have
Skyline chili.
No.
Hey, we got back to our old standard. We've been out of it for 2 weeks.
There it is. I see the wave. Kyle Busch is waving.
We have
Barry's
5. We have 5 B names in the top 10.
Busch, Briscoe.
We've been out of that
Boucher,
for 2 weeks. But
Bell,
we got them back.
Barry. They're waving. They're waving.
Skyline Chili is dbomb.com.
Kyle Busch, Josh Berry, Cody Ware,
up there in front of
Austin
Busch.
Hill, and I think
that was Austin Hill. That was a nice move by Hill to get ahead of Busch.
So you have 5 cars pitted with 13 to go.
So 13 to go. Stage 2.
Barry pulling it down in.
I'm not going to subject people to my awful chewing. So, did anything happen while I was gone? Anything of note?
We just started green flags pit stops. We've had 7 cars come in.
No real penalties, and nobody once again getting tires, which just I do think that's a problem here.
I think it's a huge problem. I always think that's a huge problem. The whole tire thing in this sport is a huge problem. Tires should not be rocket science.
Amen.
And I also don't believe Denny's take that they can't, it wouldn't work to be able to buy tires and then come back to a track later in the season and use the same tires.
Oh, God, Neff, you're still on this? We've talked about this since like June.
He's like, those would age and they wouldn't be as effective. And I'm like, come on, man. The rubber doesn't age in 3 months. Get real. They're sitting around in the warehouse in freaking Akron for a year.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Nobody pitted again? Interesting.
Yeah, that's 2 laps in a row now that nobody dropped off. Very
interesting.
Very interessante.
11 to go in stage 2. Briscoe, Boucher, Bell, Keselowski. How about Daniel Suarez running in 5th?
Yeah, man.
When's everybody's last pit stop, right? Like the top 20 or so have not pitted yet, right?
Busher and Priest are waving. They're coming in this time.
All right, so the lead pack has not pitted yet. All right.
No.
That's what I wanted to check.
A couple of them did. Busch dropped off with Austin Hill.
Cody Ware.
Cody Ware. Who was there?
All right,
Barry.
so that's really the lead pack is the Barry Busch.
Yeah. They were the first ones in the lead.
Keselowski's coming in. Busher's coming in. Priest. Only the RFK cars are coming in. Oh, bad move.
Not necessarily.
And now you can't really run with only 3 cars. You got to get a pack.
Yeah, but those other cars that are pitted before this, they're going to be blending back in with them.
I mean, I guess.
I think they'll be fine. As long as they don't have any mistakes. And they just keep
watch for speeding on pit road. Remember, we had 3 speeders last time.
Exactly. I see hands out the window for Briscoe and Bell.
What is Trimble?
Oh.
What the hell is Trimble?
I do not know the answer. Get on it, Mr. Google.
Hold on.
Dylan and McLeod, by the way, drafting together. I don't know what happened with the problem. There's that many laps.
There's a whole lot of them coming in. And that is the 88 sliding sideways. The Giz is in the grass.
He hit Byron just a little bit.
I think
Just a little bit.
because they had rain overnight.
Yeah, they've had a lot of rain.
Also, Chris Buescher too fast exiting on pit road section 1.
Yeah, he's going to be saved, though, because caution's going to come out.
Caution coming out because the Giz can't get moving.
Yeah.
Giz is stuck in the mud.
Yep.
Why is there no caution?
We'll see. I mean,
if they come out of turn 4 at speed and they don't, there's cars going by at speed. Come on.
Christ, come on, people. Get your shit together.
There's the caution. There's the caution.
Get your shit
I think
together.
they were waiting to see if he was going to get going before cars.
He had a whole lap to get going. You cannot have cars coming by at speed. You cannot.
Looking here, it looks like only Casey Mears lost a lap. So that's really all anybody cares about, right? Because this is going to get jumbled up. We've seen some movement in the pack, so it really doesn't matter where you are, heading to the final stage, in my opinion. Yes, and I agree with this take. NASCAR is really resistant to call cautions during pit cycles because it's screws everything up.
They are, but you can't have cars going by at speed with that sitting out there in a car. I understand, like, when they did the tire that rolled into the ball field and they let them go through all the green flag stops before they went out and got it. That I get. It's a tire. The odds are you're not going to hit it. If you do, it's a minimal chance of it going somewhere, although it's still dangerous. But you cannot have a guy sitting there in a car and have a car come by at 180 and run into him when he's not moving.
Yep.
That's
fair.
Horrendous.
Listen, IndyCar, a very similar thing happened with Marcus Ericsson at Laguna Seca this year in the summer.
Yeah,
where they waited way too long to cause a caution, and the drivers were livid about that.
They were mad.
It would be interesting to see what SVG says after the race.
But the difference is, though, that
I don't know if this is true because we can't hear the telecast, but James Hinchcliffe was even more mad on the telecast that there was no caution. So I'm wondering if Letarte or Burton were as mad as Hinchcliffe was.
Right. The wild thing was Gisbergen got straightened back up and got on the gas, and the car still got stuck. He was moving, and the back tires were spinning, and they couldn't go anywhere. That was a trip.
I have made the request of Massey to go talk to SVG after the race about what was going on with the caution coming out there.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're right. He is so deeply stuck in that grass. It's a great replay that they showed.
I'm sure he can interview him before the end of the race because he'll be caught up in a big one here before long.
Well,
sorry to break your heart, Brock, but that's going to happen.
Well, here's the thing that's interesting.
Weepers. We got weepers.
Oh, God.
I don't know what they're going to do with the free pass here, whether Casey Mears gets the lap back or not. But really, you're only going to have, a couple laps before the end of the stage. You go back green, and then SVG is going to be back on the lead lap. He's the only other car a lap down.
Oh, I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened, guys. I think SVG hit a weeper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But SVG is going to be more than one lap down because they drove by him at speed to put him the first lap down. Then they had to get the truck out there to push him out. So he's at least 2 laps down.
What do you guys think? Should NASCAR race with those weepers on the track? It's only going to pit road.
They're not on the track. They're on the apron.
Devil's advocate. Well, they're on my track when I need to get to pit road, and I'm going still going 150, slowing down, and putting the brakes on.
Stay up higher and miss the weepers.
Easier said than done now. Easier said than done.
Not if you got a spotter. Not if you got a spotter. Your spotter should be telling you that they're there.
I like the comment SVG should have been fine there, man. It's great driving on water. I agree, but I don't know. They could have done a better job of drying them off. Is all I'm saying.
It was dry for when the race started. It's coming up from underground.
Well, maybe during the stage break here, they could get the jet dryer out.
Oh, you can guarantee they're going out there.
Yeah.
I promise you they're going out there to blow that off.
Oh, this is going to be the replay. This is a great replay. Wow, interesting. Yeah, that replay doesn't look like Byron was dinged all that bad. Maybe just a teeny bit.
He barely caressed him.
Yeah. So Byron escaped there. About 6 laps left now before the end of the stage. Are we going to go back green before the end of the stage? Yeah, we will.
It'll be just like the last stage. We'll go green with 3 to go.
I'll be right back.
Gonna miss you.
Casey Mears looks like he's going to get back on the lead lap. So we're going to end up with, depending on whether or not we have a big one here at the end of the stage, we'll start the final stage with 31 cars on the lead lap. So still anybody's race. And we are now up to 21 leaders today. 21 leaders and 44 lead changes. Can't even keep it on my screen.
That is a curious thing how he lost it there.
I don't know. That 88 car just reminds me of Fontana all those years ago when they had the weepers out and there was like the 10-hour rain delay. So back in 2008 at Fontana, there were these weepers. It was like drizzling the whole day. Dale Earnhardt Jr. crashed with Casey Mears. This was like 2008. And then NASCAR just had this continuous rain delay for hours and hours and hours because they were worried about the weepers and people racing on the weepers. And they didn't
remember. Was it at Daytona where they had the weeper where they actually drilled a hole in the track and water was like shooting out of the hole once they drilled the hole in it?
That might have been Fontana, actually.
It might have been
the same place. It might have been the same thing that we're talking about. I'll just always remember it was like 2 a.m. Eastern, and NASCAR finally called the race, and they never actually told the TV trucks that the race was called.
Yeah.
So we actually left. Like people from NASCAR left, and the people from the TV trucks, like 10 minutes later, they were told that the race was called after we'd been sitting there for like 9 hours. That was, I think, the worst racing experience of my career.
Nolan's got on his Frontstretch B team hat.
That was funny enough.
Is that a Boise State logo?
Of course it is.
That's awful if that's true.
Dude!
No,
Why wouldn't you have the Bronco as the logo?
I don't know.
Just like Purdue has the block P, my friend. We get
All
P'd
these
on the
schools-
stuff, but we also have the block P.
Texas did have bad problems with weepers too. I just can't stand every sports team now. Hey, it's not just the Mets logo. Here's the Mets logo in every single color, and then here's
that's what I am
on the Mets
talking
logo.
about.
And like we're gonna wear 20 different uniforms throughout the year, so you don't even know what our real colors are anymore. Buy everything at like $50 a pop.
I popped
love
open
it,
Genti
Nolan.
because I knew that Neff would love this.
That is magnificent.
Exactly. Like, here's the letter B. Oh, it represents Boise State. It's not the Bronco. It's not anything else that we've sold. But here, buy it for $49.99, and then you could wear it on a front stretch watch party.
You know whose fault that is, Mr. Bowles?
I mean, Bryan Nolen's fault because his bank account,
No.
I mean, you're not wrong. That is true.
You know whose fault it is. Freaking Oregon. All of that multi-uniform crap goes back to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand it. They had literally have a different uniform every week that they play during the season. It's hideous. And by the way, did you see that the Cleveland Browns are officially trying to change themselves to the Cleveland Blacks with that ugly ass uniform that they were wearing today? All black head to toe. What is that? Nowhere.
I did not see the uniform. I feel like I'm glad that I didn't see it.
It's awful. It was almost as bad as the Lions the other night that had on those ugly ass blue uniforms that looked like pajamas. I don't know what they were wearing, but it was horrid.
It was almost as bad as the Jets actually going out there and wearing a uniform and trying to play.
You know,
All right, I'll stop now.
but here's the thing. Like, we're bad, and that's okay. I still think we have a little bit of never giving up. The Miami Dolphins are on a different level, though. That is a team. That is a team that has given up.
100%.
So,
I think after today, you might see McDaniel get fired, but now we're talking about another sport and we're going back green.
well, what a segue.
We always talk about another sport during the watch party, and it's usually the Eagles. And just remember, the Eagles sucked forever, and they're going to suck again. And when they do, I'm going to be pointing all you Eagle idiots to shut your pie hole.
And I'll still be admiring the Super Bowl rings on my hand.
You do that all day, brother. Just remember that the Raiders have 3 and you've got 2. So check yourself.
They may catch the Raiders before they start sucking again. Briscoe out front, which we haven't seen a ton of today. And behind him.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch just tried to drive into the side of that John Deere car. And I didn't
Yes,
realize
he
it was a John
did.
Deere car
Oh,
in the
my
race.
goodness.
Where did that John Deere car come from?
Remember when
Look at that
Carson Hocevar had a tire go down? He's currently running in second.
That was crazy.
Kyle Larson, good time to remind everybody, he still has not won a plate race, correct? Or I'm sorry, a drafting style race.
But he did win his first ever stage at a super speedway in Daytona earlier this year.
True
He
statement.
did. He's had taken a big step forward, in my opinion, on drafting tracks this year.
I completely agree.
That's
I
my
just
old
think
man pet peeve, Neff, is it's drafting tracks. It's not plate races. These are not, they haven't had the plates in so long.
Would you like to really know that every race that we go to is a plate race?
Whoa!
Because that's what the tapered spacer is. It's a plate.
Is something wrong with Kyle Busch? He is just falling like a rock.
No, he's just being Kyle Busch.
Okay.
Maybe he's going to the back because he wants to avoid the wreck at the end of the stage, maybe.
That's what they do this year.
Oh, because they are aggressive here coming to the stage end.
Carl Lawson just led the lap. I believe that was his first lap of the day, was it not, Mr. Bowles? I think that was Carl Lawson's first lap of the day.
You're correct. 20-second different leader. 20-second different leader.
That is pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
2 to go. You know who I think is really underrated as a plate or a super speedway racer? Todd Gilliland.
Yes,
Gilliland
I
is
agree
good
with that.
as well. I agree with you.
Well, it's because his dad was also really good. His dad almost won at Talladega in the spring of when it was David Reagan winning. Oh, Lord have mercy!
Whee! Chase Briscoe going to have a dry cleaning bill for the race this weekend.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That TV did not do that save justice.
It did not.
That was big.
I'm going to text my buddy Peter Strada, who usually goes out on pit road and records like the last couple laps of each stage to see if he caught that on camera.
That was a tremendous save. Not only was that a potential championship 4 save, like that would have wrecked half the field.
Yeah.
Easily.
All right, we are coming down.
Oh, boy.
The final.
And
Look at that.
And we're across the line.
wow, Briscoe's going to win the stage. Good for him.
That could you said it really, really good, Bulls. That could be a championship winning save.
True statement.
Yep.
Woo!
You know who the big loser was there? Blaney and Logano. If SVG doesn't sit in the grass, they would have scored stage points, and nobody else really would have scored stage points. Instead, you have all these guys ahead of them suddenly get more stage points than they ended up getting. I don't think Logano wasn't in the top 10. He was 18th. He didn't get any stage points after all that. And Blaney and Logano more.
William Byron slid in there and got some stage points in 4th place at last.
Yep.
That was very quietly pulled off. Tyrone
And
Gibbs
now,
jumping in there to get points too.
Yep. So now heading into the final stage, Larson is up by 17, up by 15 on Briscoe, 17 on Bell, 37 on Byron, and that would be the first one out because Denny Hamlin has already clinched a spot. So Byron is like Larson's 37 above the cut line, Briscoe's 22 above the cut line, Bell's 20 above the cut line, then Byron is 20 below, Blaney is 32 below, Logano 38 below, and then Chase Elliott is 60 below. So, I mean, Chase Elliott's going to have to win anyway, but all of this is going to change in the last stage anyway.
Blaney slid in there and got a point or two or three. That's interesting, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, got to get caught back up now because I got my typing done.
I love it. 2 stages done, and we are going to be going home today. It is past halfway. And
we're past halfway and past stage 2. So it is an official race. So now, when we talk about if the race ended now, the race could end now, and that would be the true positions.
Did we talk about the Ty Dillon thing? I'm looking at what Massey had just said. Ty Dillon had an incident sliding into someone's pit stall. Did they show that? Did I miss that?
Yeah. So he hit a tire from Josh Berry, and then Berry's crew member pushed Ty Dillon's car away from him or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Not good.
How come we never heard anything from Byron spotter?
It's a good question.
Because Freddie Kraft called it out and said that they had all they talked about it on the
Group chat.
That Dylan spotter told Byron he was coming in.
Well, yeah, and Steven Toronto, who freelances for us, posted the audio that seems to show that it was clear that there was a conversation that was had. It's just that Byron spotter, I guess, didn't acknowledge the conversation, or there was a miscommunication. We haven't talked about this yet. I thought it was bullshit that they made Ty Dillon spotter drive that hauler all the way to Talladega and then fired him. Mm-hmm. I just thought that was, completely unprofessional. Listen, Colleague is usually a great race team to cover. Chris Rice is one of the upstanding people in that garage area. I was really surprised by the way they handled that. Really surprised.
Me too.
If I had to guess, I don't think that was a Chris Rice decision, though. I think that was above him.
Yeah, but even Matt Colleague is not known to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He's usually really good to his people. I thought that was.
I think there is one person.
It looks bad. It looks bad on them, right? Even if you believe Ty Dillon's spotter is at fault, there's a way to let somebody go.
Yeah,
I think there's one person on part of Colleague, maybe was part of MWR, that would do something like that.
Yeah. Just not cool.
Agreed. What is Daryl doing here?
Who's Daryl?
Daryl Wallace.
It's Bubba.
Well, his name's Daryl.
His name is Bubba.
No, his name's Daryl. I promise if you pull up his birth certificate, it says Daryl.
Pretty sure he's not fond of getting asked, "Hey, how's it going, Daryl?" It's Bubba.
I'll be honest with you, he don't care.
Honestly, probably.
All right, we need our translator again.
Oh, God. For which one?
Is he still the truck driver or Joe R. from Comps Y?
Is he still the truck driver, or I think he's talking about Colleague.
Right. And he tried to clarify with company, but I still don't know if or go R.
Or did he let go from the company?
Thank you. I appreciate you translating that for me.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, we got clarification from Lewis.
There we go.
Right. Yes. He was basically told after the vehicle was in Talladega that he could go home. They called him an Uber and sent him to the airport.
All right.
Now, you said you didn't watch the truck race, right, Brian?
I listened to it on the radio when I was working on Friday.
Because they were talking about the winter
By the way,
stickers on Heim's truck. They've
Christopher
now
Bell.
started putting them on the passenger side of the car because the driver's side's full.
Jesus. Go ahead, Nolan. What were you saying?
Well, two things. Number one, I was listening to it on the radio on Friday. Christopher Bell's really good on the radio. I did not realize how good of an analyst he is when like dissecting that kind of stuff. So really good job. And then in our Slack chat, one of our colleagues, Sam Stubbs, just posted. This was from Jeb Burton. I was supposed to be in this race today, had it all signed and done, but this lawsuit situation made it very difficult for us to be able to go and make the race. So we backed off. Hopefully next year.
That's disappointing.
It's interesting.
Wait, hold on. I was checking something. Run that by me again?
Jeb Burton said, I was supposed to be in this race today, had it all signed and done, but this lawsuit situation made it very difficult for us to be able to go and make the race. So we backed off. Hopefully next year.
I mean, I don't know what would have made it so difficult. I mean, so there'd be 41 drivers.
So on one tweet, Adam Relkin said, in the 50 again, and Jeb replied, it was a winning team in the Cup Series.
Oh, I wonder if it was just, 2311 trying to pull out an extra car or something like that. But I just don't see them. No offense to Jeff Burton, but I don't see Jeff Burton running for 2311.
Maybe a colleague car or something?
Yeah, but even still, if you pull that car out, you're almost guaranteed to beat the 66 car in the field. Casey Mears' qualifying time was so weak compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Casey Mears and the 62 was not that great.
I just don't get that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting. But just thought I would share because that is that's a little nugget that I just saw. A little news nugget.
Nuggets.
Little nougat. Nougat. Little
dropping those nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hot.
Again, there's so much. I mean, when I talk to people in the sport and the sources that I still have, everybody is just saying the exact same thing. And it is, we have no idea what the landscape of the sport is going to look like in 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah, it completely turned on its head.
Completely different. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. In every public appearance, every radio hit, everybody I talk to, I mean, this lawsuit is wild. And the fact that it has not been settled and that it's going to go to trial, most likely, I think it's a little bit less of a chance now that the race teams have even signed on and said, please settle this thing and don't go to court. But, if 2311 wins, the court basically takes over in some ways ownership of a lot of NASCAR and can make decisions to try and create more parity within the sport.
And yes, Michael Finley, the answer to that question is Jeb was almost in this race, according to a tweet from Jeb.
Tom,
Nolan, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, former Boise State running back and former Broncos running back Doug Martin died.
Who is that?
Remember the muscle hamster was on the Buccaneers, on the Raiders?
Not ringing a bell.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Was he young? Had to be young.
He was 36.
Oh my goodness.
He was a first-round draft pick in 2012. He was twice named to the Pro Bowl, once received an All-Pro.
Oh, you know what? I do remember him now.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Damn.
Can I once again put on my grumpy old man hat? Oh, dang it.
God.
I rolled it forward.
Sure.
Not that long ago, they sent out an email from Martinsville Speedway announcing that there were going to be lights put in at the track and that those lights were solely in place in case there were ever situations of weather that caused races to run long so that they could possibly finish them, that they would never, ever run a race that started in the nighttime at Martinsville Speedway. I just want you to notice the graphic we just saw for next weekend. Shows the start time of the Xfinity race is 7:30 p.m., which I promise you is after freaking dark in Martinsville next weekend.
Neff, I really needed that laugh.
Oh my God.
So thank you.
I was so mad when they did that because Mike Smith was still the PR guy at Martinsville. Actually, no, he had just left, and now I'm going to forget his name. The really tall guy. God dang it, I'm going to forget his name. But anyway, they put out that email. 2 days later, they announced that they were going to start the late model race at night. And I fired off a freaking email. I'm like, you are a lying MFer. You told us there were going to be no races starting after dark. And now you turn around 2 days later and throw it in our face that you're running the late models at night. And he's like, that was only pertinent to NASCAR. And I printed off the freaking email, highlighted the end of it, and said, nowhere in that paragraph does it say only the NASCAR races. And by the way, the late model race is a NASCAR race.
Can you finish the sentence for me? I should care because ...
You should care because night racing sucks and they shouldn't have lights at Martinsville. And also, by the way, the green flag is back out and we're racing again.
Final stage. Now,
of the YellaWood 500, which is 500 miles, like all good Cup races should be.
Like God intended.
I really like how Martinsville is lit, says the Stig. Bristol is lit like a light bulb. Martinsville is a little dimmer, reminds me of a high school football game. I kind of feel like that adds to Martinsville's charm. I agree with that, but I don't think that drivers, in talking to drivers, I don't think they go to Martinsville and feel like they can't see. I just think that it's different.
I'm not saying it's not well lit, but I will say, and I hate it not only at Martinsville, at all stadiums now that all have the LED lights, they got to do that stupid blinky disco night freaking crap when something happens, and I can't stand that.
Neff, you would hate Boise State night games then, because every start of the fourth quarter, it's like you're like at an EDM festival because they're going.
All of them do it. All of them do it. Cubs
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. It's past Neff's bedtime, and that's why it doesn't like
that. Is untrue. I don't go to bed till 2:00 in the morning most nights. All these youngsters that we have on this watch party are usually in bed way before I am.
I went to bed at midnight.
Youngsters, yeah,
they are.
I was watching late night college football, Stanford and Florida State, baby.
I ended up. I'm like, who else was? Yeah, Stanford. Wasn't there a Hawaii game again last night?
There was Utah. BYU was late.
I don't know. I switched over to one of them, and it was like 1:15 in the morning, and they were still in the second quarter. And I'm like, I can't stay up watching this.
I don't know what game you were watching because Hawaii was at like 5 p.m. last night, my time. So 7 p.m.
It was West Coast. It was West Coastish. I know that.
Okay. Josh Berry's back out.
He's probably like 60 laps down.
Hey, look, Michael Finley! Congratulations, brother!
Oh God!
To watch a Cup race.
Oh God, he's back
because he actually doesn't have cable, because apparently he believes. You talk about me being old. Yeah. He apparently believes it's still 1976.
I'm shocked that Michael Finley's actually watching NASCAR, not his Formula One racing from Circuit of the Americas.
Isn't that over? I thought that race ended.
I don't know.
You got to enjoy the F1 race while you can before you have to lose them to Apple TV.
True. 130.
Oh, F1 race just ended.
Okay, thanks, Finley. 130 out of 188. Numchuck, Reddick, Bush, Alfredo, Lagano, Chris Boucher, Ryan Preece in 7th. How about Ty Dillon in the top 10? Ty Gibbs and then Brad Keselowski.
I just want to emphasize Josh Berry's playoff. One of the worst playoff performances I think we have ever seen. 8 races. This will be the 5th race, barring something crazy. He'll finish outside the top 30. 38th, 36th, 39th to start the playoffs. 33rd at Kansas, and then he's 33rd, I think, right now.
And to think he could have won at New Hampshire.
And he's about to go a lap down here, isn't he? Isn't him at the bottom?
Oh, he's already like 60 laps down.
Yeah. It's not 60 laps down. He's only a couple laps down. I want to say he's like 4 laps down, 3 laps down, in that range.
Let's see here. The 20.
Casey Mears is also a lap down again. I don't know when that happened, but
Josh Berry is currently 32nd, 4 laps down.
Yeah.
Casey Mears is in the lucky dog position right now. He's 1 lap down. Austin Dillon is 2 laps down. Josh Berry 4 down, and then BJ McLeod 6 laps down.
And then the other 7 cars out of the race.
Mm-hmm.
Oot.
There's Berry getting lapped. Okay. You're running around 20th right now. When do you feel like you need to go? We got 57 laps to go. Are you waiting until after the pit stop?
Yeah.
Do you feel like yeah?
Yep.
So now we're just kind of coasting until the pit stop, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're just chilling right now. Eric Jones is now officially out.
I was going to say, for the record, I agree with you guys. I feel like, up until the pit stop, it really doesn't matter. It's after the pit stop and when the pack reforms, or after a caution where you know that you can make it the rest of the way on fuel. That's when you need to really start thinking about things.
Well, and you also got to figure out, you got to see where you fit in when you get out of the pit stop, because you may come out of your pit stop and blend in and be in the top 5 or 6 already. So you don't have to work that hard to go, or you blend in at 30th and then you've got some real work ahead of you. That determines how much harder you're going to have to push it once you're out. But then again, are we going to have somebody make the whole race without changing tires? Because it looks like that's going to happen too.
Yeah. Michael Finley asked if it was a Toyota Fest, and not really. Briscoe's led 13 laps, but Barry and Busch have led the most, total of 53 laps, Ford and Chevy. So I would say Ford and Chevy have been out front more. But it's really been anybody's race.
Although right now your top 3 are all the tall Toyotas with Darrell in the lead. Although here
Toyotas.
Tyrone.
Just had our 50th lead change for Riley Herbst, leading his 2nd lap of the year, 24th different leader.
That is pretty crazy.
What a weird top 10. Riley Herbst, Suarez, Bubba, Logano, Gibbs.
Bubba and Briscoe Bell. Oh, wait, they're way back. Never mind. I didn't see that had changed. That's what threw me off.
That's why I stopped Neff, because I saw it was like 21st, 22nd. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't realize it had changed. Oh, and then we're going to a commercial, so we miss out on it again. All right, I want to watch this again because I was going to comment on this earlier. Well, let's see if it happens or doesn't happen. Because we currently have the top 12 at the top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
We still have the top 12 at the top of the screen.
When do you come into pit?
45 to go. Well, actually, no, I'm probably going to want to plan on a green, white checkered. So I'm going to say 42 to go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you go too early, I think you got to be careful with that.
Right. We still have the top 12 on the top of the screen. Since when did we adopt the CW technique that we don't change what's on the screen during commercials?
Oh, I'm so sick of this Limu Emu ad every time I'm trying to check something.
Is it when the security guard tackles him on the football field? Because that's the only one I like.
It is when the security guy tackles him on the football field.
That security guy lights him up. That makes me happy every time I see it. Yeah. Yes, Paul, I think most everybody took tires at the end, but they didn't have to because nobody's needed to change them.
Yeah, nobody really does have to take tires.
And it's stupid. Still top 12. Well, you're the TV guy. Why are we not scrolling through the scoring pylon at the top of the screen?
Yeah.
So It can be producer's choice. It might also be that they're having a problem, but it doesn't look like they're having a problem.
They do
because
it
drivers are going up and down. You're not seeing intervals there, but yeah, it might be producer's choice to not do it. Listen, I am always of the mentality that I'm very open in talking about this. I fully believe, and fans maybe disagree with me, you always want to show intervals and you want to cycle through the entire field as much as possible, as many times as possible. I just remember being a kid at the end of Darrell Waltrip's career, back when we didn't have all this technology, and I would just always be thinking, where is he? Did he make a pass? Where is he in the field? You would get addicted to that thing. And yes, I think we're a little bit better now in covering the whole field in certain ways. But you got to remember that there are people that are Michael McDowell fans. There are people that are Cody Ware fans even that are just looking to see where their driver is, and they could really give a crap about hardly anything else that you're putting on the screen. Yep. So that's always been my philosophy for any racing series that I've worked in is you want to cycle through and you want to show those intervals as much as possible.
Yep. And that's the one that really fires me up at CW is when the race is actually live and they are scrolling through at the bottom of the screen. They'll put up either an ad or a factoid about a driver or something that covers the last 6 spots. They don't bump the thing over. So they'll show first to 9th, and then the next thing that rolls over is 26th on up or 17th on up. You can't see what it is until the splash screen goes away. It infuriates me. I'm like, who is doing this?
Yeah. I mean,
unacceptable. Totally unacceptable.
Oh boy, the 45 got loose as a goose right there.
I will also say one other thing. Racing is such a unique sport in that you're constantly looking at 40 different stories, right? As opposed to 3 or 4 different stories. And it's so easy with so much information being fed to you and so many things going on, especially at a place like Talladega, you could even forget that something's going on with the running order on the left-hand side of the screen that's taking some guys off of the running order, right? Yep. I can certainly admit that there have been times in my career where I've been like, oh, wait a minute, why are we doing that? Get the intervals back in. And I lost track of it because there's 3 or 4 other things going on and you're not even thinking about it. And you're getting burned in that moment because you have a race fan sitting at home and all they're thinking about is where is driver X and what position is driver X in.
100%.
Yeah. So Anthony Alfredo back in the top 10.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean that car's been very racy and been capable of leading lines. I mean, he's leading the outside line right now.
I would say not only in the top 10, but he's leading the outside line and coming forward.
Yeah,
slowly but coming forward.
They didn't make a rules change for this race, did they? Because it does feel like everybody's a little bit more capable of moving through the field in this race than in any of the other races.
I don't think so.
I don't think they did either. Yeah. But right now, the top 5, all Fords. And you've got Penske and RFK up front. So you still have to get through pit stops, but I feel like there's something being set up there with the Fords starting to get in the line. And that's always been the thing with Fords the last couple of years is that they have the ability to work together,
Yep. 100%.
Right.
We're going to have 47 laps to go.
Now back in 28th.
Wow.
He's been running up front almost all day. What in the world?
Well, I also do think that there are choices that people make right now. There is an absolute choice that you can make and say, big one's going to happen. I'm just going to ride toward the back and I'm just going to wait for it to happen. And then if I get burned by that, I get burned by that. And then maybe I try and work my way up after the pit stop. I absolutely think there's a bunch of drivers. Look at Hocevar. I look at Alex Bowman. Look at Briscoe. Briscoe's one of them that's back there.
Hamlin's back in 23rd with Bowman. Yep. But again, I think early in the race, Hamlin did that run from the back to the front. But he also did it when it was only 2 wide, not 3 wide.
Yeah.
Because 3 wide really makes it hard for you to get forward.
That high side is moving, though.
And the Giz is on the lead lap, right?
I think so, yeah. He's moving up.
He is. Casey Mears right now is the only one off the lead lap. Casey Mears, Dylan, McLeod, and Josh Berry are the only 4 cars running off the lead lap.
And what happened? And I kind of let it drop when
that 35 car got really slow.
Yeah, something happened there. I meant to continue with it when he was going down another lap. What happened to Barry? Did I miss that?
35,
was it the tire problem in the pit?
35's got a problem. 35's got a big problem.
It was something like gear oil.
He's now in the garage.
Gear oil.
It says Josh Berry's done for the day with his gear oil issue.
Oh, Barry went back to the garage.
Good to know. Thank you. Michael Finley, he's got jokes.
Who?
Finley's got jokes.
Oh, God. What'd he say now?
35 has a driver issue.
Boy, that's funny.
He's a funny guy.
Finley, Cindric crashed in the big one.
Who did Finley play basketball for?
Michael Finley, Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I didn't remember. I was trying to remember where he played college ball.
Oh, I have no idea there.
I should look that up because I remember him playing. I want to say it's a Big Ten school, but I may be incorrect. By the way, and I'm going to relish in this while I can. The Boilers are #1 in the basketball poll right now.
Boy, State basketball
it won't last, so I got to enjoy it while I can.
Boy State basketball had an exhibition game against the University of Idaho, and we won, so that's cool.
There you
go. Yeah.
Okay.
44 laps to go. We're 3 by 3, 10 deep.
I just can't get over what a horrible playoffs Barry has had.
Michael McDowell. He's going for the lead.
He played in Wisconsin. I knew it was a Big Ten team.
Okay.
Finley played in Wisconsin. Dang, McDowell got a big run on the high side.
I'm telling you, McDowell, he's working, man.
I always love when you quote Rush songs in the middle of the watch party, brother.
Shut up now.
I'm serious, man. I love that. They call me the working man.
I am a big fan of these non-stop commercials, so we get to watch no matter what.
The side by side.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when IndyCar was doing that and NASCAR wasn't, and they were all bitching up a storm. And it was basically, they were saying that IndyCar paid for the broadcast, so that was why you got to see it.
NASCAR fans bitching? No way.
Constantly. And trust me, I'm part of that group. I'm a card-carrying member of the bitching NASCAR fans.
Do we know what's really wrong with Riley? Because he is behind the wall. So he's going to end up 32nd. So now we're down to 28 cars on the lead lap. Casey Mears 29th, 1 lap back. Dylan 30th, 2 laps back. And then McLeod 6 laps back. Those are the only other cars still running. 31 cars still running.
Blaney and Logano are testing out how good they can push. Because they just made a run down the backstretch and stretched it out just like see what they could do.
Yeah.
They are making plans. By the way, we are at 43 laps to go, so we are now in the window. So we will probably start seeing some green flag pit stops happening here before too long.
Paul says, I really think the strategy is what's gonna make or break this. But again, I mean, all it takes is one wreck to bunch everybody back up. I mean, you do have a thinned out field. You do only have about really 28 cars in that pack. So I think the chances are a little bit less, not a ton less, but a little bit less that you're going to have some big wreck that's going to bunch everybody up if the pit stops go smoothly. So you really got to think out the strategy. And this is where the Fords are great. The Fords have been really, really good with this the last couple of years.
Paul says,
thank you, Brock, for the stream that Herbst might have blown up. Go ahead, Nolan.
when are we pitting? Who's pitting first?
Ford, Chevy, or Toyota? I would expect the Toyotas to pit first. They usually have been the past couple pit stops. So I would expect Toyota to pit first, followed by Chevy, and then Ford last. But I mean, every manufacturer has different strategies they want to do. So, but if I had to guess, that's what I would say. What about you guys? Do you guys think Toyota first, or?
I think you're going to have Chevys coming in first.
Okay.
I agree with Neff. I think it's going to be Chevys.
And by the way, when they went, and I just looked as they were going by the entrance of pit lane last time, I do not see those weepers anymore. They didn't show it during the stage break, but I'm betting they blew that off, and it hasn't had a chance to redevelop.
Good.
Because I'm not seeing it. I mean, there's some further down there a little bit, but there was stuff at the yellow line is what the Giz hit, and I don't see anything at the yellow line.
By the way, to answer the Stig's question, that's what I was doing. Mears is still with the pack right now. So he's not outside the lead draft.
You want to answer Paul's question there, Thomas, since you're the TV guy?
Why can't the boxes be bigger in commercial?
It's a good question.
Because the people that are paying for the commercial want you to at least be able to read their little disclaimers.
I have often wondered that. I don't have a good answer for you. And it's not just limited to racing. There are other sports where you see this 2-box come up, NFL, baseball, where the commercials are just so small inside the 2-box. I've often wondered that same thing. It's well above my pay grade and whatever job I've done in television through the years as to why they end up with the smaller boxes in commercial. But they do. They just, I mean, it also maybe needs to do with the proportion size of the commercial, where they need it to be a certain size. Like, because if you make it really big, you could only go so far to the left-hand side. If you make it a really big rectangle, like in terms of height, then like the video is not going to be proportional. So, I mean, that's part of it. But it is a little weird sometimes to see the disclaimers basically unreadable inside the box when you have that little box. And then, if they're not moving through the field in commercial, is it really a great side-by-side? I don't know.
Don't look now, but we're about to have another different leader. Mr. Chastain's going to try to put his name in the lap leader book.
Look at
a guy that we haven't heard a lot from at all today.
I know, but I'm pretty sure he just did it.
If the race ended now, Logano would be in, Larson and Bell would also be in, Briscoe 16 behind, Blaney 27 behind in the point standings.
By the way, Mr. Finley would also like to know, Thomas, why we can't get side-by-side on Peacock. Peacock is its own animal, man. I don't know what all goes on over there.
Same.
By the way, apparently Chastain had led earlier in this race because we're still at 24 different leaders.
I did not remember seeing that.
I don't either.
Because I don't remember him being anywhere near the front.
He really hasn't been. It could be on a pit stop cycle. That's the only thing I can think of is on a pit stop cycle. Maybe he was able to sneak in.
So their credit one to watch is Todd Gilliland.
Hey, I said he was good, man.
That's interesting. I mean, look, he's got nothing to lose.
Logano is your leader right now, by the way, which means the break is now between Bell and Briscoe at 25 points.
Not only does Gillen have nothing to lose, he's still got a teammate. He's still got Zane Smith in there. Wow, look at Bell suddenly powering to the front. Now you're starting to see people start ticking up the energy a bit.
That you are.
Playoff drivers 1, 2, 3. I think that's the first time all day we've seen playoff drivers 1, 2, and 3.
I think Chastain's trying to get up high so he can work with his teammates because SVG and Suarez are both on the high side.
Yep. Kind of a weird situation because they can't slow down for him.
No.
But, Bell can't pull out in front enough where Chastain can sneak up. Because that is true. That's absolutely what he's trying to do.
Yep.
Well, he can if Chastain gets to his bumper and sends him out there.
Yeah.
Which is what he's trying to do right now because Bell's getting all kinds of squirrely coming down the backstretch from Chastain, giving him the old shove.
Let me tell you, those sports stand in line military style right now. They have not moved from the inside line. You really got to give, RFK and Penske a lot of credit. 35 to go.
And I believe, is that Dennis, the third car back behind the Giz? Well, technically.
It is.
I thought it was.
It is.
So my pick is still alive.
Yes. Somebody on my Twitter was like, Josh Berry needs to look into sacrificing a goat.
Literally, though. You got to do something.
Yeah, chicken something.
Yeah, I mean,
for a
just
little
the
major
luck that
league.
he's had, my goodness. Logano running the inside, Bell running the middle, SVG running the outside. Top 3 line leaders.
The curious thing is when Ware and Alfredo were down there on the bottom trying to run, the middle lane and the high lane would get past them as they came off of 4. Here, Logano being on the inside, it looks like he actually pulls ahead as he's coming off on the bottom side coming out of 4.
Right.
I don't know why, but it's just curious. It's an interesting observation. Fast Pasta's trying to wreck Dennis.
33.
And that wouldn't actually be fast pasta, would it?
It'd be Recce pasta.
That'd be trash pasta. Yeah. Like a trash panda. I wish we could get the trash pandas on a car in the Cup Series. That'd be awesome.
Paul dreaming of Joey Logano wrecking. It would be interesting if Joey Logano actually was able to break this odd-numbered curse and wins Talladega. I mean, I feel like he should be in the championship 4 less this year than he was last year, even though he's a little bit higher in points than he would have been last year without a playoff.
So Giz slid down into the middle lane, and all of a sudden Suarez picking up the pace. And Gisbergen was slowing him down. Now,
are you guys surprised nobody's pit yet? Because I thought people would have pit by now.
Yeah, same.
Me too. I mean, they're just looking like they're going to try to make it as fast a splash as they can, which I'm surprised at.
The Stig says, is Blaney going to stay with Logano like this when it comes down to it, though? No. The answer is no, but
so they come off
break until like half a lap to go. Exactly.
Yeah.
So by the time they break, it's really not going to ruin where they finish, I would think.
Yeah, till he comes off of 4, he is.
Yeah. But until this point, unless something happens on the pit stop, they are glued together. They are super glued together.
Because unlike Xfinity and trucks, you're allowed to lock bumpers.
Yep. Ty Dillon.
Look now. Was that Gilliland that just shot up there on the high side? It was.
Yeah, it was. And Gilliland's going for the lead. Gilliland is not he is the 25th different leader if he leads a lap. 25th different leader.
Damn.
So I'm going to play a game right now.
Oh, I love when we play Tom games. This is great.
You know what? Wait, you don't have to play, Neff.
I love playing along. I love playing along. So what's Zombified coming in here? Tired of side-by-side watching.
Why? This is riveting.
I think his point is we've had like 18 commercials in a row and haven't gone back to a full screen.
Yeah.
I'd rather have all the commercials out of the way.
Well, they're trying to get them out of the way. I mean, I don't think there's going to be many more.
I don't think so.
And plus, remember, there haven't been a ton of yellows. We've only had, 2 yellows outside of the stage breaks for wrecks. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's part of the problem with the ads. You're getting a lot of ads during green flag racing because there haven't been any cautions where they can catch up. You know, I mean, the way TV works is you have to get the ads in whether or not the cautions come out or not. So you're always making calculated gambles as to, all right, well, we might hold off and they'll wreck a lot late and then we'll be able to catch up with ads. But if that doesn't happen and you get to a point where you start getting nervous because you have to play the ads, you have to start doing more side-by-sides under green and more commercials under green.
Now, are there apps that are there specifically for full screen, or can they be or like side by side?
No, they're very specifically sold for side by side
Okay.
or full screen.
Gotcha.
It's very clear
Right.
what the brakes are going to be.
Okay.
So I need to answer this question, fellas. What was the name of the guy from Major League that sacrificed a chicken? I want to say.
Oh God, I have no idea.
I have no clue.
My head is saying Sambuca, and that's not the name.
I have no idea.
God, I can't remember his name. It's like Umbuto or something. And by the way, Zombified with a great take. That doesn't give an excuse for $1 billion company to push hard on pills down our throats.
Yeah.
I like how you think, Zombified.
All right. There are only 2 drivers that I have found in the top 15 that have not, 3 drivers that have not led a lap today. Who do you think they are?
Blaney.
Nope. Blaney's led a lap.
Blaney had one. Blaney had one. Did
what about-
Gilliland?
You'll be very surprised.
Gilliland hasn't got
Gilliland's led a
one
lap.
yet.
Gilliland's led a lap.
What about Byron?
Byron has not led a lap. That's one of the 3.
Ty Dillon?
Ty Dillon has led a lap.
Kyle Lawson.
Kyle Larson's led a lap. Kyle Larson's led 2 laps. Or no, just 1 lap toward the end of that stage. Stage 2.
Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski's led a lap.
Damn it.
Really impactful guys in the race that have not led laps. Byron's 1. 2 more.
Ryan Preece.
Nope, Priest has led a lap.
Damn it.
I feel like we've named all guys that were in the top 10.
SVG still hasn't led a lap yet.
Okay.
SVG still hasn't led a lap. And
wasn't
Christopher
showing
Bell
up.
still hasn't led a lap.
Huh.
So 2 playoff drivers have not led laps yet.
No,
I'm
full
shocked
of
they
talk,
still haven't pitted.
Those are pretty much the only guys left that could lead laps in the race. Like that's how many people have led.
Yeah, see, Van Gisbergen's in 13th now. That's why I wasn't picking him up. We good. Look at the fancy yellow cars leading the race. And Dennis. Dennis in there breaking up the yellow car fest.
Be right back.
Miss you.
No, you don't.
I do.
Really?
Really.
Alex Bowman is
It's like I
reporting.
miss you when you go off for your irritable bowel.
I hate you. Alex Bowman is having an engine issue.
Oh no. A terrible development.
You know it.
When do you pit, Neff?
I would have pitted it like 38 to go.
Same.
So I don't understand what we're doing. Because what's going to happen is chaos. You're going to have a crap ton of cars all come trying to dive on a pit lane at the same time, taking a freaking 4-second splash of fuel and trying to pull back out while other cars are coming in, and you're going to have a wreck on pit lane. I'm with you too, Michael. They are like one of the last 2 or 3 season-long sponsors, which everybody screams and hollers about now that we don't have, and that's part of the identity problem in the world of NASCAR is that we don't have the ability to bond with a driver-sponsor combination.
How hard?
Tony Stewart, Home Depot, or Jimmy Johnson at Lowe's.
How hard would you push if you're Denny Hamlin with Todd Gilliland? If it's like the final lap and you're like this, even though
final lap going down the backstretch, Todd Gilliland's going into turn 3 at 280 miles an hour. I'm sending him out there and going, "Good luck, son," and diving underneath him. I'm using every bit of NOS and everything else they've got hidden in my car. If he gets to turn 3, he's got no hope of turning left, and I dive underneath him and grab the win. Assuming he's still behind him by then. I feel Todd's going to get shuffled out before that point in time. I may be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling. We're at 25 laps to go and they still haven't pitted. This is just weird.
Right?
And now we got commercials again.
Because there's no cautions. When do you? I'm shocked no one's pitted. Like, I don't get it.
Like I said, I would have done it at like 33, 38 to go. But obviously, they've all decided. Yeah, Bowman has definitely got an engine problem because they are driving by him like he's tied to a post.
Yeah, I see that now that I'm back. Yeah, he's very, very slow. So now we're down to what?
Stig, why you gotta break my heart, man? Stig is breaking my heart.
No, there's not. There's not a caution. No caution yet.
I hit the wrong thing.
There's no caution yet.
I know. I was trying to click the comment before that.
Yeah, I mean,
Cody Ware has lost the draft.
Oh! We do have a caution, and
it's Cody Ware. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Looky there.
Stig is watching timing and scoring, so that's why he's ahead of the feed. So that's how he knew it. So now here we go. We're going to have 30 freaking cars come on to pit lane at the same time, trying to take 4 seconds of gas, and somebody's running into somebody.
Yep, it happens. It happens every flipping time. Every time.
I mean, this was ideal for everybody because now everybody makes their final stop, and then it's going to be wild.
Horrible.
It's just going to be a wild finish.
It is horrible for everybody because we're going to tear up cars on pit lane.
And Casey Mears got ahead of Bowman before that yellow, so he'll get the free pass.
Oh, that's just killer.
So now Casey Mears has a shot at it even. So you're going to have 27 drivers or so with the shot at it.
That would be wild.
Oh, Cody, dang it, man.
At the time of the caution.
Oh, Cody. Cody, what are you doing?
So obviously some sort of mechanical problem for him.
What are you doing, Cody?
Is Cody trying to get him to let him drive back? So Blaney must have swung down and got by Hamlin before the caution.
Yep. Denny Hamlin says his throttle is stuck. If I push the clutch, it just goes. This is effing unbelievable.
It's okay. You're at Talladega. That's all you need.
Unless you want to go in and pit.
Look at now. You turn it off when you're coasting in. It'll be fine. Look at Finley. He's got jokes again. We need to get him at a comedy club somewhere. Gonna have Carl Long in victory lane with the oversized petty engine, and they'll fail him in post-race inspection.
You know.
51 blew an engine and spun in the oil is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
So.
A needle pulling thread.
What the hell?
A needle pulling thread? Where does that even come from? What are you even talking about?
The Sound of Music, dude.
So,
a deer, a female deer.
Oh, that's too good.
Man, Thomas, you got to be able to think outside the box, my friend.
I can think outside the box. I just have not watched The Sound of Music since I was a teenager. Probably less, 10 years old.
Yeah, I probably haven't watched The Sound of Music in 50 years.
Same.
But you remember?
But I still know Do a Deer. It's one of the most famous Disney songs ever.
SMT confirms Denny Hamlin's throttle is 20% stuck.
Oh. That's not good. So that really takes him out of the win.
Yepers.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Molly. I appreciate it.
Just want you to know, Molly, he is the most infamous laugh among the entire Frontstretch staff. Multiple people on staff, like of our entire group of 50 people, the most distinct laugh that we ever hear. Yeah, you made his day. Look at that smile. You made his day. Absolutely made his day. Anyway, yes, they showed a replay while an ad was on. Yeah, I mean, I do think that NBC in general this year has not been quite as good as previous years. I still love their NASCAR coverage. I still think that, it's definitely in the top echelon of coverage, but like losing Dale Jr. really hurt the chemistry in the booth, I think. And there's just been a couple of things this year. It's almost like at times they're trying to do too much and they're not letting it breathe enough. That's just my outside opinion. I still think they do some great things, but.
Oh, Byron, that was close.
Like I said.
We'll see who comes out in the top 10 here.
Blaney beat Logano.
See, it's how they're going to line up is the thing, because you want the Fords just in order to be able to line up.
And Numchuck stayed out.
Why is that truck right in front of the exit to pit road? That truck should not be there that close.
Sucking up the weepers.
I know, but I don't know. That's really tight.
Oh, Byron did get hit by Bubba.
It's a large vehicle with flashing yellow lights on.
That doesn't hurt.
If you're at pit road speed and you can't avoid a large vehicle with flashing yellow lights 12 feet off the ground, you don't deserve to be in a race car.
I was going to say something. What was I going to say?
Well, from what I'm seeing, first of all, I see the 42 and the 33. Did they pit?
No, they didn't. They stayed out.
They stayed out. I mean, but they don't have the fuel to make the rest of the way, right?
Joey Logano comes out second and is told to save.
Yeah, I don't understand the strategy of Nemechek and Nemechek, who does have a car that could actually contend, to stay out like this. Like, you need to pit, right?
I guess.
I would assume.
I mean,
I thought they would have pitted freaking 20 laps ago.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to run out of gas. So I don't know. I don't know what the strategy is there. But all the guys, yeah.
And again, there's a point that I don't understand. Why did you just come into pits and put gas in your car and immediately start screaming, save?
I understand track position is big in these things, but it's not as big a pack as they've had.
Running out of gas is worse. Yeah.
Agreed. I don't know. I just don't think the extra second really kills you. I don't think you're going to lose 10 spots. I think people play with fire now a little bit too much with the green white checkers, and we saw that the other day with NASCAR overtime and everybody running out of gas. Right? We were in position to have a wacky winner the other day. Because of that, and everybody paying in the Xfinity race. So look, I mean, all the people. Good. The 42 and the 33 now pitted. There must have been a miscommunication. Like I said, there's no way that you don't pit for gas there. So they're probably going to fill up their gas tanks. They won't need to worry about running out. And you have Blaney first, then Logano, then Gilliland. So 3 Fords there that could line up 1, 2, 3 on the inside line. Then you have Larson fourth, Keselowski fifth. So a 4th Ford in the top 5, Suarez, and then Buescher. So 5 Fords in the top 7. But again, the way we do the restarts, I would assume they're all going to be in the same inside line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you'll probably see the Chevys line up top. The first Toyota is not until Christopher Bell in 10th. And Bell doesn't really have any. Bell has Briscoe in 12th and no real Toyotas around them. Now, Gibbs in 16th is the next Toyota. So real disappointing showing for Toyota after those stops.
Denny Hamlin was told the whole thing was full of a ton of debris. There was a ton of debris. We'll get to the bottom of it for sure.
The whole thing.
I assume the throttle body?
Yeah.
Huh. Paul, I believe said person was coached to control that during interviews. I don't know if he actually does or not, but yes.
Oh, did you see Noah Gragson was a little frustrated with Eric Jones? Didn't realize he spoke out on it.
Paul, I have a problem with you. I got that. The reason why I don't mean to close my eyes when I'm doing interviews, it's just like I'm thinking of the thing to say, and I guess I just automatically close my eyes. But I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
Trey.
didn't think that was.
No, Trey
I didn't think
messaged
that was what
me.
he was talking about.
No, he was, because Trey messaged me a picture of what Paul said. He's like, I love Bryan's interviews, but every time he's like talking with the other guy on camera, his eyes are closed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm working on it.
No, I thought he was talking about Nemechek and his smile.
Oh no,
he's talking about Bryan Nolen.
Oh, okay.
I've always
loved the John Hunter smile.
I've always had an issue with just like when I'm talking to someone and I'm doing an interview with them, I close my eyes. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing.
So here's your question now, Thomas. The truck is still parked there, and it's been like 4 laps. And now I want to know what they're doing.
Again, they pick the worst possible times to decide to handle some of these things. Like, I understand we're close to the race, and but we're losing valuable time. Maybe they want to cut down on the potential for a big one. It's almost like they want to cut down and condense the crazy finish time, which you shouldn't control a race like that, right? Like, you need to let it play out. These are the rules.
100%. It's annoying.
Did Dennis fix his card? No. As far as I know, there's still some sort of issue with the throttle.
Oh, I thought that said Fox's car, like you did a Carfax.
That's a good point, Stig, because remember what happened at Charlotte? Logano was pissed about Gilliland and how like they weren't working together on Fords, and like Gilliland passed him or something along those lines. And Logano and Paul Wolf were like, "Why isn't he helping? This is Ford. We're both Fords." So that I agree with you. I agree that he's not part of the Ford brigade.
Absolutely. Well, you know what else I'm thinking? What is Front Row Motorsports involved in a lawsuit that the other Ford drivers that are not involved in whatsoever? Things a little bit different than Toyota, where you have to always include 2311 no matter what you think, because you have such a small group there. Ford can live without Front Row. And the other thing is Front Row has different goals and objectives, I would say, than some of those guys on the inside line, although RFK is also trying to win. But I do think RFK would probably play more of a support role in trying to make sure Blaney and Logano stay up front than Todd. Todd's just trying to go out there. Front Row knows that this is their big chance to win before the end of the year. And we're green, at least for me.
We are lean, mean, and green.
Boy, did Larson give Gilliland a good push on the outside. I mean, he's probably going to hold the lead. Yeah, but that was a really, really good start for Gilliland. Yeah, and he's going to get momentum here coming off too. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Larson did an amazing job for somebody that gets knocked for his drafting style expertise.
That is a great move by Todd.
He 100% got Todd to the front there. So now, if you're the Fords, what do you do, right? Because are you going to just leave Todd out to dry? I mean, I think Blaney would probably be content to run second for a while now, not until like the last couple of laps.
Absolutely.
Brad is going to do something to Joey, guys. Just watch, because you know how Brad is. He causes a big one. And I feel like Brad is going to do something reckless.
We should mention, by the way, that Denny Hamlin did lose a lap. He's 27th off the lead lap. So we've got 26 cars, top 25 separated by 1.4 seconds. Alfredo seems to have lost the draft here on the start. I don't know why. 25 cars have a shot at it.
I think did Hamlin lose a lap just cleaning debris out of his throttle body? That's weird. Weird.
Well, again, I also think that they didn't want to be in harm's way, right? Like, what did we talk about earlier in the show? Hamlin was at the back. He didn't want to get hurt. How do you not get hurt with the throttle issue? You go a lap down and you stay off the lead pack and you just get the best finish you can.
Or if your throttle's stuck wide open, you just go because you're at Talladega, and that's what you do anyway. I could understand if he's at Martinsville.
So interesting how no matter what you feel about this style of racing, like the intensity just goes way up when you hit 15 miles to go.
Get him, Coleman. Let him know what he's got to do.
He's gonna either the 22 is gonna cause a wreck, or it's gonna be the 6. It's gonna be one of those two. It's gonna be the one on the very bottom. They're gonna try and go like 3 wide or something, and all hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah, we're in a marking time portion right now because they could have 3 lanes if they want. We've seen 3 lanes most of the day. I think everybody's just kind of content, but you're going to see some guys that are like 12th, 14th here. Maybe somebody like Bell or Briscoe. They're going to have to form a 3rd line soon if they want to move up. Because right now everybody's like just 110% and not able to move back and forth like they were earlier in the race.
I would laugh so hard if Suarez wins this.
How hard is so hard?
I would laugh pretty freaking hard now. Oh, buddy.
Nobody really getting out of line. Like I said, everybody just playing nice. Alfredo has completely lost the draft.
Okay, I'm
Only
gonna
one not in contention.
13 laps to go. Larson plus 42. 20 is plus 18. The 19 is plus 14. And then below the cut line, 24 is minus 14. 12 is minus 24. 22 is minus 25. So this is 13 to go.
I will say this. I now worry about how much fuel save was going on because you're not there. It'll be interesting to see what the drivers say after. We're not there, and it's hard to tell on TV just exactly how much they're pushing it. But now that everybody's on the same fuel and going 110%.
Oh, there's the first move.
Yep, there is the first move to the outside. But, people are not moving forward. There's Larson getting in front.
Larson just moved down.
Yeah, Lawson got in front of Gilliland.
Oh, God. Trey's
now
probably
needs to
losing his
return the
mind.
favor for Larson pushing him out front.
Trey's probably losing his mind seeing Zane Smith lead that 3rd lane. They're going 200. 2 bills.
2010.
Jimmy Johnson, Mike Finley, still a Winston Cup driver, still running a limited schedule. Casey Mears is not the last Winston Cup driver. Zane Smith. Oh, my goodness. There's the 3rd line. Whew.
Damn.
What a burst of momentum by the 38.
Wow.
Guess what?
Oh, there's
Zane
a lap car. There's a lap car right there. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Easy, Wyatt. Jesus. Whoa, look at Suarez dropping like he dropped a parachute. What?
But I think, to Nolan's point, I think the lapped car really made a difference there.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. Well, and that separated the pack. And now I think Smith and Chastain are too far ahead. Still plenty of time, 10 laps to go, but they're too far ahead. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens now when the pack catches them. Chastain is really good at blocking on drafting style tracks.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Right there.
That was a very nice move by Gilliland.
I'm sure that block by Chastain on the Gata was what you were talking about, Nolan.
Oh, yes.
That was
Gilliland.
Gilliland, you're right. You're right.
Oh, there we go, Todd.
And that was a great move by Gilliland to just swing up as he came down and go right on by him.
He did. And let me tell you, if Gilliland could get with Zane, they're teammates right here.
If you're just joining us, 10 laps to go. You got Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith, Ross Chastain, Carl Lawson, and Boucher.
We've seen this before at Talladega. Front Row Motorsports having the 1-2 spots, tandem drafting era, right? Like, I'll say 2013 was when they finished 1-2.
David Reagan, David Gilliland.
Yep.
They're in control of this race right now with 9 to go. I am shocked, but they are in control of this race.
Good for Todd. Good to see him up there. Good guy.
Shocked. And here comes Boucher.
Yeah.
There's a lot of playoff contenders up in here. Larson, Byron, Blaney.
Is that Boucher's teammate behind him pushing?
No, that's Bubba.
No, that's Daryl.
Wow. Just oof.
Oh my
so
God.
Close. You feel like
these pushes, man.
Anytime. SVG trying to create a 4th lane. That's aggressive. That is very aggressive.
Here goes Gilliland way out front. Will he drop down to his teammate?
You know who this is really hurting is this is really, really hurting Blaney and Logano because they're stuck. They can't go anywhere.
That's true. They've fallen too far back.
Yeah.
But there's still time. I mean, 8 laps is time. I mean, they're just going to have to find a way to get by Chastain. Chastain's their biggest problem right now because Chastain on the inside, he's just not really going to give them room.
Chase Briscoe. Whee!
Wow, that outside line, and we've seen it a couple times today, has a lot of momentum. It's how Zane Smith got to the front.
So you have a pair of Hendrick Motorsports in the middle, a pair of FRM and on the bottom, and then you have the pair of Toyotas on the top. No, sorry, that's Briscoe, not Daryl. My bad. Oh, God,
25 cars.
This is riveting.
Still surprised Lawson's not dropping down in front of Gilliland right there.
I'm surprised both of them have not dropped down. There you go. There they are. But now you're leaving Bubba, who's a great super speedway racer.
Wow, Briscoe getting to the front with Buescher. I mean, for Briscoe to win at a drafting track would be a big upset, in my opinion.
Here goes. Oh, boy. Oh, here's Larson. Larson dumped his teammate.
Byron with the freaking shove to Lawson.
Look at Austin Hill that made it all the way back up there.
Good old big country. Oh, they're getting tight.
I don't think Briscoe can block Larson, though, coming up. Larson's going to have a big run here.
But you have 3 Toyotas behind Larson.
Yeah. Again, Larson, he's always been the victim in some of these late race wrecks.
Yep.
Could this be his moment? Logano and Blaney are separated on the inside. They're really struggling. I think they're stuck on the inside, and they're stuck with the line that's just not working.
Well, and they've also got guys that are getting to the front and dropping down into that line, which is pushing them back.
Well, I can't even see Logano.
No, he's on 15th, 16th. Part of me is going, are they just going, you know what? Logano might be saying, you know what?
I honestly think they're going to wreck.
Right. Logano's like, I'm going to avoid the wreck because he's now back in 25th. He got all the way to the back of the line, and that's smart.
Not when you're trying to make up points.
Oh, my God. 3.
Lawson diving down to the middle lane in front of Daryl.
Difference between 1st to 25th last lap, 0.77 seconds.
My heartbeat is raising. Raising and racing. Big country. Oh, here it comes. Oh, Briscoe. Nope. Now it's between Byron and Briscoe with the Todd father behind Briscoe.
4 laps to go.
Logano's way at the bottom, way at the back now. He's like 15th, 16th, something like that.
And he's in the middle lane with nowhere to go.
Oh, Bubba. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, does Byron protect it, or does he let Bubba come to the bottom? He let Bubba come to the bottom. He's not protecting Bubba Wallace to the lead.
What was his last name?
Daryl.
The last name.
Oh, Wallace.
That's not how you said it.
Yeah, it is.
You said Wallace.
How the Toyotas were able to position themselves after being so far back on this restart. Remember I said the Toyotas, nobody was in the top 10?
Yeah.
And wow.
Meanwhile,
I mean,
we're 4 wide in the back.
man, I think we might make it to the end without a wreck.
Oh God,
I don't.
changed it.
I
definitely
think,
don't.
I think we're getting ready to eat it.
I think we're about to
We're getting ready to eat it.
We are going to shred some
Look
fenders
at
right
Casey
here.
Mears in the middle. Casey Mears has a shot at a really good finish.
Oh, Kyle Busch is spreading the middle. Oh boy, we're going 4 wide. Kyle Busch is saying.
Wow, Chastain all the way in the back. Look at Logano now starting to make his move back up.
He's trying to suck up behind.
We're going
KFC.
5 wide here.
Yep.
Look at Logano trying to go 5 wide. Yep. 5 wide. 5 wide.
Look at Hocevar. Hocevar's up there.
Where did Hocevar come from?
Look at Kyle Busch. Oh, get out of the way, bum. Get out of the way. Oh, thank God. Oh! Oh!
Jesus, Wyatt, chill out. And away we go. Away we go.
Oh,
And
no.
here's our caution. And here's our caution. Ta-da.
Oh.
Told you.
That's amazing that it's only a 1-car wreck.
Yeah. True statement.
That is incredible that it's only a 1-car wreck. Incredible. I mean, that did not.
Nolan needs
look
a
at his.
cigarette.
Oh man, look at his. Look at his face. Oh.
Finley, I'm with you, Finley. I'm glad I don't got to go see the doctor tomorrow. My blood pressure is going crazy.
Oh. He's just sitting there going, man, oh man, I had it. Because they all think they have it. With a lap and a half, and they're up there. Oh, just
William Byron dumps
wrong
him
spot on the rear bumper.
Dumps him from the lead.
Yeah. And now you've got Hamlin, by the way, will get back on the lead lap with this, although I don't think he'll factor into the finish. You're going to have 26 drivers on the lead lap and in position.
I'm sorry, your banner boy dropped the ball on that one.
Ryan Blaney says, I can't believe it. I mean, we had the control of this effing race and somehow gave it away. I don't understand how that is possible.
Yeah.
Because you let people pass you, Sparky.
Yeah. Where did you see the Blaney quote?
Bianchi tweeted it.
Got it.
Okay, running at the time of caution. Byron is first. Lawson, Bubba, Daryl, Carson Hocevar, and how about Ty Gibbs in fifth? Chase Briscoe's in sixth. Christopher Bell's in seventh. Trey Lau's favorite human, Zane Smith, is in eighth.
Second favorite human.
True. Todd Gilliland.
He's out running around with his favorite human right now.
True. God bless her.
I don't know how she puts up with him, but God bless her.
God, no doubt.
Could you imagine?
Is there a fake Trey Lyle in the chat?
Is there a what?
Oh God.
Oh God, I didn't even know that he was in here when we were talking about him. That is wild.
74 lead changes, by the way. 27 leaders.
These guys are coming into pits?
They got nothing else to lose. Might as well. I mean, they're probably going to wreck anyway.
So the record for Talladega is 88 lead changes during the tandem era. There were 2 with 88, 1 with 87. This could end up number 5 overall. 1984, I want to say, had 75 lead changes. I think that's the one that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I think that was
82, but yeah, I'm with you.
That was the record in the pre-tandem era. This could beat that. This could beat that.
Trey Lau.
Changes.
Trey Lau says, well, Brian, tell me how you really feel. Trey, you know I love you. The Stig says, if you are Larson, this is a pretty great finishing order. Yeah, honestly, this is Larson's best case scenario. This is Hamlin's definitely best case scenario, because no matter what happens in Martinsville, one of the Penske cars is going to be out. So that's 25% of what you do not, or what everybody's wanting.
Well, first of all, 86 was the race, not 84, Finley, for Hill and Talladega. Let's pick a winner. And if you're in the comment section, tell us who the heck is going to win after everything that we just saw. I think I'm going to go with Hocevar. I think I'm going to go with Hocevar doing something wild and crazy, and he restarts fourth, somehow getting to the front. In the final.
You know what? For you, Trey. Oh, crap. Oh, wait, no, he drives that. There you go.
He restarts eighth. Too far back.
No, it's not.
Back. It's two laps.
It's Talladega.
It's 2 laps in Talladega.
It's a lap and a quarter. It takes 3/4 of a lap to really be up to speed.
It's 2 laps. I am with Brock. Carl Lawson is your winner.
Wow, Kyle Larson's first drafting race win.
Wait, what? Watch out, though, what the stake said.
Although, to be fair, and I know we love the conspiracies, the better move would be for Lawson to let Byron have it, because Byron's way below the cut line and Lawson's way above it.
Apparently, on the 77 radio, told the 24 and the Hendrick cars, we have your back.
Oh, boy.
That means he's going to wreck them off the back bumper? Is that what that means?
I mean, to me, I don't think that means anything. I feel like that's kind of bullshit. You know?
I think also why Penske came down was
Because in case there was a second overtime. Everybody's probably close on fuel now.
Yeah.
Which is just dumb. Just dumb. Dumb.
Finley, that I agree. Having Kyle Busch win would feel like a first-time win since he's been, 2 years since he's won? Yeah, I agree. But to circle back, it is William Byron, Kyle Lawson, Carson Hocevar, Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, your top 5, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Zane Smith, Todd Gilliland, and Daniel Suarez, your top 10 in Talladega. Going to get ready for NASCAR
the
overtime.
First green-white checker finish.
How many?
I've been quiet because I've been scanning some stuff. But I mean, that top 10 that you just mentioned, Nolan, 3 Chevys, 4 Toyotas. 4 Chevys, 4 Toyotas, 2 Fords, and neither Ford is Penske or RFK.
Yeah, you got 3 Chevys, and then you have 4 Toyotas, and then 2 Fords, and you end the top 10 with those Chevy. Yeah.
Mike Finley, are you talking about basketball?
Yeah, Boise State's good, brother.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Michael Finley said, looks like Boise just went down 30 points. I'm confused. Is there
Christopher Bell has warned
basketball?
Christopher Bell warned that Hocevar will probably help the Chevys and won't want to take a push from Bell. Spire does have an alliance with Hendrick.
Well, now you have the Chevys, like I said, in control of the race. The Fords are just not in control of the race. It's just like Blaney said, inexplicable. The Fords were working so well together, and then just the way the caution was timed, Cody Ware's spin, and just the way everything shook out on that restart, they lost control of the race.
This is why I told you that this would be so crazy, because at the end of this race, you'd have drivers that don't want to push because their teammates wouldn't get into the playoffs. You have a teammate, or you have other people that are not pushing because they don't want to advance because of so on, their teammates, because of all the points. The round of 8, having Talladega in it, was so criticized, but it may work out for now. Now come back in 5 minutes, I'll be like, yeah, look what happened.
Well, may work out for the 1 year they did it before the playoffs went away, is what you're saying.
I don't think the playoffs are going to go away. I think the playoffs will change, but I don't think they're going to go away.
Oh, no. You're not going to go back to a full season championship. That's not happening.
No.
Sadly.
Yes, Finley, the AJ thing was awful. And, very thankful that AJ ended up okay.
Alrighty, here we go. It's time to buckle up.
Let's scream and holler.
Alright.
Green.
Give me a yee, give me a hog, give me a yee-haw.
Green. Green.
Oh, Blaney's already trying to get the third row.
Larson did not get a good push. I feel like Larson and Bubba were not connected. They recovered, but that was
don't worry about that. They come.
Why isn't Bubba going with Briscoe to the high side? Have the Toyotas work together? I don't get that.
Because he's trying to get Larson out front.
Wow, look at Hocevar. Hocevar is really making an impact here because he got Byron out ahead. If Byron can lock with, couldn't quite get ahead.
There we go. Here we go. White flag in the air. 1 to go, presented by Credit One Bank.
Next flag ends the race.
Kyle freaking Busch was trying to make something happen and got hung out.
Wow. Kyle Busch is going to be really mad.
Daryl freaking Wallace getting some love from the Briscoe.
Larson! Is Larson out of gas?
Probably.
Oh, no. Yeah, something happened. Maybe Larson did run out of gas.
Probably.
Wow.
And that gave Briscoe the gap that he needed. Briscoe to the lead with Riley Herbst on his bumper. No, Gibbs on her bumper.
Yep.
I think is SVG out of gas?
In his first ever cup race.
Oh, Byron spins!
Briscoe's going to win it.
Briscoe's your winner.
Wow.
Briscoe is
Wow.
Your winner.
And Chase Briscoe will compete for a championship.
Jane Smith got him a top.
Briscoe into the championship 4. Joe Gibbs Racing getting 2 of the first 4 spots.
I don't know who's going to be more angry, Kyle Busch or Cliff Daniels, because both are going to be livid.
And Kyle Larson went from like a sure thing, like had this points cushion, to all of a sudden he is the 4th and final person in the championship 4. Now he's got a 36-point edge on everybody behind him. It looks like it's going to be must win for pretty much everybody else behind him. But I mean, they've left themselves vulnerable when they didn't need to make themselves vulnerable.
Cole Custer with a 25.
A couple things. Number one, a Penske driver will be shut out of the championship 4. I can guarantee that. You cannot make up 60 points at Martinsville. So that's one. Number 2, as media, we don't root for people. We just don't. That's against what we are journalism.
It's against our code.
Yes, but Chase Briscoe has even in if you finish second or if you finish last, Chase Briscoe's always been willing to talk to us media, and is one of the nicest human beings in the garage. So it is cool to see him going for a championship 4. Going for a championship.
Chase Briscoe cashing in on the wins that Truex couldn't cash in on late in his career with James Small in the 19.
And
that's one of the things I'm thinking about.
I think, honestly, it's because James Small has been rejuvenated, I think it took a lot out of James Small with Martin those last 2 years. And with Chase coming in, actually doing sim time and everything, I think it's rejuvenated him, it's rejuvenated the 19 team, and look at it. They're going for a championship.
Yep. I mean, you got to hand it to Chase Briscoe ever so quietly. This is his 3rd win. This is going to be, do you know that Chase Briscoe has 15 top 5 finishes? Do you know that leads the series?
He has the best average finish in the playoffs.
There's only one bad thing about Chase Briscoe. The guy has got to go bald. He's either
got to shave his head or he's got to do it.
It is so bad, man. It is awful.
That six head is way too much. He's gone beyond a 5-head to a 6-head.
Oh,
Yeah, zombified. I agree. This has made Truex look worse.
Yeah, I agree.
At the end of his career, 1,000%. That like Truex had lost a step or just had forgotten how to close in comparison to what Briscoe has done. I mean, Briscoe very quietly again. That just shocked me. 15 top fives leading the series. Like, wow.
Yeah, Briscoe's got to send a Christmas card to Lawson, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That opened up the bottom for him and let him get down.
Oh, my gosh. If I was Lawson, I would be so mad at my crew chief, Cliff Daniels.
Yep. Wow. Ty Gibbs, an incredible teammate, is the first thing that he says.
Wow.
Is he saying that in a negative status? Was he like complaining? Thomas?
Sorry. What did you say?
I said, was Gibbs complaining?
No, Gibbs wasn't complaining. Briscoe came out and immediately said Ty Gibbs is an amazing teammate. They said Ty Gibbs is the reason why he won the race.
Okay.
So no, he was complimenting Ty Gibbs, which you don't hear that often. I'm going to hop off in a minute because I'll be distracted. I'm helping with post-race already.
You're always distracted.
Okay. But this was fun. I'll let you guys sign off on the watch party. Can't wait to do it again. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by.
Absolutely appreciate everybody that followed along, everybody that commented. We always appreciate y'all every week coming in from New Zealand and wherever else y'all are coming from. Thanks to our super fan from Chicago, Molly Castellino. Thanks to Paul Luop, just driving the whole comment box today. And thanks to everybody else for chiming in as it got on. And yes, I did see you, Kenneth Clark. Thanks for joining in late. Appreciate you. I saw you chime in there right at the end. Appreciate you being on. Mr. Nolen, thank you as always. You are thebomb.com.
Try my best. You are the best. Now, one last ride for me next week for the season. I'll be back next year, obviously. But since I'm going to Phoenix, my last watch party for 2025 will be next week. But I'll be here all 500 laps. Knock on down.
Right on.
So
appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. We will see you next week for the Martinsville race, which is always a personal favorite. Y'all be good. Take care. Bye.